Tonight on JG9 Live, we officially kick off the wildcard weekend of the NFL playoffs. And we do it down in Houston with a matchup that no one saw coming at the start of the season. In one corner, the Houston Texans, going from worst in the AFC South to first, and their first playoff appearance since 2019. In the other corner, the Cleveland Browns, who have somehow done this despite starting 5 different quarterbacks, and who are being led by Joe Flacco, who went from coming off of his couch to starting a playoff game in the span of 2 months. Who will survive in advance? Stay tuned to find out right here on JG9 Live. All right, everybody, welcome to the first game of the NFL playoffs. It's the Cleveland Browns against the Houston Texans, two teams that have never made the Super Bowl before. First time that we've had a matchup between two teams in the playoffs that have never made the Super Bowl since the 1999 AFC Championship. It has been a while. One of these teams is going to survive and advance. The other team, their season will come to an end. This is game 1 out of 2. We're doing Chiefs Dolphins later tonight over on Peacock. But thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jower9. Wearing a Texans jersey today just because last time I'll show you the stretch goal. If we hit the stretch goal, I wear whatever jersey you want me to. For the stream, we hit 250, so I am wearing the Texans jersey, so that is why. With that being said, thank you for tuning in for JG9 Live. How this stream works like this, you've never been to a JG9 Live stream before. Ask me any questions you want in the chat. I'll be happy to answer. We'll be doing live play-by-play color commentary on the game. Any donations, I get to your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see the questions. Any donations, greatly appreciated. Again, I'll read them right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. I'm going to try to get to every question in the order that I see them. If we hit $250, or whatever jersey you want me to for the next stream. On top of that, if you're a member, thank you so much. You can show your support by using those emojis. We have emojis specifically for the Texans and the Browns and NBC. We got a lot of cool emojis specifically for this game in particular. So keep that in mind. I'll be doing live play-by-play and color commentary on the game, calling it like a real game. So if you don't want to listen to the NBC announcers, you've got me. So thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, let's start this stream. Again, vote in that poll. Who do you think is going to win, the Browns or the Texans? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below and vote in that poll. All right, let's see what we got. Will the Texans win the Super Bowl just like the Astros won the World Series? I don't see it this year, no. A rookie quarterback's never won the Super Bowl. Never even come close. The closest we've seen really was Mark Sanchez, Joe Flacco. Oddly enough, Joe Flacco. But I don't see it happening this year. Good team, obviously, but I don't see it happening this year. Again, this is the 7th time the Texans are in the playoffs all time. All 7 times they've won the AFC South. All 7 times they play the Saturday 4:30 game to lead off. So, death taxes, Texans play the 4:30 time slot. Is Eagles, Bucks, Steelers, Bills the worst Monday Night Football games for the playoffs ever? I mean, Cowboys, Bucks, no one thought that was going to be good last year. At least Eagles, Bucks, people think are going to be good. Like your commentary, thank you so much, Horizons. Thank you so much. It means a lot. I should know, in terms of videos, we had a new documentary drop today, a 50-minute documentary on why Chargers-Colts was the marquee wildcard game of the 1995-96 playoffs. So go check that out if you haven't already. Also, some new videos dropping on JG9 News. We had 2 videos come out today. We had a video about Tony Dungy's comments on Taylor Swift. We also had a video on the Patriots hiring Mayo and the Rooney Rule. And we'll have more videos coming out. Tomorrow I'll do a talk on the Steelers-Bills playoff game, why it got postponed. Do I agree with the move? The rumor about Sirianni potentially getting fired with a loss, I'll do a video on that. JG9 News is where you want to be if you want to hear all my thoughts on what's happening in the NFL in real time in just a completely relaxed, unscripted format. Again, I write some notes down for those videos, but I don't have a script in the slightest bit. So keep that in mind. But I guess we'll get to it. Thoughts on the Bills. Oh, wait, hey, we'll do a $5 first. We'll do a $5 first from Green Drago 313. Thank you so much. And then I'll get to the Bills question. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. My pick for MVP. I'm gonna go with Lamar Jackson. I think I came down to the game Ravens 49ers. Whoever won that game was my MVP. If it was the Ravens that won, it was gonna be McCaffrey. I mean, if the Ravens won, it was gonna be Lamar. If the Niners won, it was gonna be McCaffrey. And yeah, the Ravens won. Offensive player of the year, I'm gonna go McCaffrey. I don't know how you can't give it to him. He scored a touchdown just about every single game. I mean, he could give it to Tyreek, but he missed a few more games than McCaffrey did, so I'm going to go with that. Defensive Player of the Year, I'm going to go with... Ooh, it's tough between Garrett and Watt. I'm going to go Garrett, but it is tough. You can go Garrett or Watt. Offensive Rookie of the Year, easy from... I don't want to say easy. It's between Stroud and Nakua. I'm going to go Stroud. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I'm going to go... Carter had a pretty big lead in the first half of the season, but I really like how Witherspoon came on. I like Witherspoon. I think Carter's going to win, but I would go Witherspoon. Coach of the Year, Stefanski. You do it with 5 different quarterbacks. You deserve to do it. Comeback Player of the Year, DeMar Hamlin. He came back from the dead. A lot different than Joe Flacco. Assistant coach, that one's tough. I'm going to go Ben Johnson, though. I'm going to go Ben Johnson. Eggenair with it, too. Thank you so much. Why don't big market teams play a Saturday 4:30 game? Because Saturday 4:30 is the least good time slot. Think about it like this. A lot of college sports are happening that day. A lot of other sporting events are happening Saturday night. People go out on Saturday nights. Saturday afternoon, not really a time known for football. Not really a time known for NFL football. The bigger market teams play the games in the bigger windows. That's just how it works. So you could say, is it a chicken or the egg situation? Is it because of are they big because they play, are the ratings good because it's big market teams, or are they good because of the time slot? It doesn't matter what the team is. It doesn't matter. But, yeah, I think that's why. That's why that's the case. All right, so the Bills question. Thoughts on the move in the game? I mean, I get it for player safety purposes. No one can get to the game. That's the problem. The problem is not that it's cold. The problem is not that the NFL wants to avoid a cold weather game. It's not that. It's no one can get to the game. You have to make sure people can get to the stadium. I think it stinks, but you have to do it like that. You can't have people driving in high winds, in blizzards. You can't endanger people's lives to play this game. That's what it is. C2 Man with a 2-er. Thank you so much. Playoffs. Yeah, we're talking playoffs. We're talking playoffs, Jim Mora. How's it going? Thank you so much, C2 Man. Thank you so much. Sirianni. Yeah, the news about him potentially getting fired. Here's the thing. No coach is ever good when they lose both their coordinators that late in the process. He lost his OC, he lost his DC right after the Super Bowl. He lost Scanning, he lost Steichen. At least give him a chance to rectify the situation. Yes, he whiffed on the coordinator hires. Now, if he's loyal to Matt Patricia, if he has a meeting with Laurie and whatnot, and he basically says, I'm not firing Patricia, different story. But at least give him a chance to rectify the situation. At least give him a chance to hire coordinators with the entire process. At least do that. We have Scorpion with the 36-9. Thank you so much, Scorpion. Hope you like the jersey. Thank you so much. 36-9 from Scorpion. What does CJ have to do to beat this Browns defense? Hang on, let me get your name in there. Thank you so much, Scorpion. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, Scorp. Thank you for tuning in. And again, you were the leading donor last time, and we hit that stretch goal. So, hence why we're wearing the jersey. So what does CJ have to do to beat this Browns defense? And do I think Houston defense can hold off the air attack of Cleveland? I mean, look, CJ, he just has to have pocket presence. That's really all it comes down to. I mean, at the end of the day, what happened the last game with Case Keenum and Davis Mills, especially Keenum, he was not able to get the ball deep down the field. Keenum got sacked a lot. He got sacked 3 times in that first half. He was just struggling. Stroud can at least move. If Stroud can step in the pocket's going to collapse a few times. So he can step in the pocket, he's going to be fine. Check your email. Jersey looks great. Thank you so much. I will check my email. Let me see. I have not checked my email in the last day. So I have to get back to people. Oh, wait. Just got late shipment. Ooh, that does look good. Ooh, all right. Yeah, I'll take a look. Thank you so much, Scorpion. Thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And do you think the Houston defense can hold off the air attack of Cleveland? That's the part that concerns me. I know the Texans were a bit banged up. They didn't have Will Anderson the last time they played the Browns. But at the end of the day, Amari Cooper was just a force to be reckoned with. Now, some of those catches were insane. Some of those catches, it was just one of those days. But I don't know if they can stop Amari. That's really what it comes down to. Run defense, they're fine. The Browns didn't really do a whole lot on the ground last time. They didn't have to, but they averaged less than 2 yards a carry. Texans' run defense was fine against Cleveland last time. I just don't know if they can stop Amari. That's really... Oh, the Let's Go text. My apologies. Forgot to take that off. There we go. And thank you for the 36-9 Scorp. Thank you so much. Let's see. 2 of the 3 AFC teams to never win AFC Championship made the playoffs, and they're facing off today. Yeah, I wish it was 3. I wish it was 3. Jack and Dungy, no, I think it's, Oh, Tarico is calling the game. I think Jason Garrett's, Tony Dungy's on the call. Jason Garrett's going to be on the call. Either the Packers win tomorrow, I'll win $180 if they lose, and I have to spend $50 for the Packers to lose, which I don't complain about at all. That's a good way of looking at it. That's a good way of looking at it, honestly. It's not a bad strategy to bet like that. I used to do that for the Jaguars when we stunk. I'm going to probably go back to that next year, where I would bet against the Jags, and either I would win. I should have done it against the Titans, because I knew it was going to happen. I could have won a crap ton of money if I did that. I really could have. Be tuning in to JG9 for the Peacock game. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know a lot of people are going to boycott that game because of Peacock. I don't blame you. Peacock is a, I don't like the fact that they're going behind the paywall. I really don't. I think the NFL is starting to lose what made it popular to some extent. Because you have to remember, part of the beauty of the NFL is that it's easy to access. You can just turn on the game and it's there. You know what network the game is on. It's over the air. There's no paywall to becoming a fan. Unlike other sports, there's no paywall to becoming a fan. And now we're starting to have paywalls. You're at the Colts-Chargers game. May not have won it, but was better than the other 3 games of the Colts Super Bowl. Yeah. Oh, you were at that. That's awesome, man. That's on the Zach Rocket game. Yep, the game I did a video on. Yeah, that was definitely the better of the 3 wildcard games. The 4 wildcard games. It was definitely a better one. And again, the title of the video, it wasn't that people it wasn't about no one wanted the Chargers or Colts to win. It wasn't anything like that. It was that just TV network wise, like I said, I laid out the scene. This was the equivalent of if you had the Jaguars playing, let's say, the Chargers at 4:30 Eastern in the Sunday marquee time slot instead of Cowboys-Packers. That's what that was. It's not Tarico Collinsworth is doing the Lions-Rams game. Cable, $75 on Peacock is $5. You don't need cable to watch the NFL. Monday Night Football's on ABC. You don't need cable to watch the NFL. You can watch... Well, Thursday Night Football, you need Prime, but even that, you can watch for free on Twitch. But like every other playoff game, NBC, CBS, Fox, ABC, you just see an antenna. Should broadcast announcers be in the Hall of Fame? As contributors, yeah, I have no problem with that. Is KC Miami getting the game locally? Yeah, there's no... the black and rule doesn't exist anymore. Hasn't existed for about a decade. Hasn't existed for a decade about. All right, I'm close to the poll here. 72% of you riding with the Browns... I think the Browns emoji works now. It didn't work at the start. Sometimes that happens. Anyone else find it ironic that the Browns logo is just their helmet, which is always orange? I don't know if it's ironic, but it is weird that the AFC North has 4 different helmet logos. Bengals don't have a logo on their helmet. The Browns, their logo is the helmet. Steelers have 1 side. Ravens have 2 sides. We're officially underway in the wild card round. The Browns get the Texans touchback, and the Browns get the ball at the 25-yard line to start off. Battle between the number 4 seed and the number 5 seed. Winner moves on to the divisional round. Loser is out again. Joe Flacco in at QB for the Browns. Didn't play last week. They didn't have anything to play for. Number 5 seed locked up after that Thursday night win against the Jets. Joe Flacco, what a season he has had coming off of his couch. 13 touchdowns, 8 picks this year, 4-1 as a team starter. He's had quite a few 300-plus yard games in a row. See what happens here. First down, the 25-yard line. Flacco under center, 2 wide. It's play action to start. They send 4. Flacco, all day to throw. Just dumps it off to his running back, Jerome Ford. 4 down to the 37-yard line. First down on the play before he's brought down by Houston Carson. Had an attorney there to throw. Last time out that Flacco played the Texans, the offensive line did a very good job protecting him. No sacks in that game. Flacco, 27 for 42, 368, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Granted, of those 368, 265 of those went to Amari Cooper. You get special nostalgia from watching a Saturday afternoon wildcard game in Houston. Yep, it feels like old times. Why they show the team's records in the regular season on the scorebook instead of the team seeding? That's a good question, and I have no clue why. That's the case. It seems kind of stupid. You figure seeding would make a lot more sense. Sheldon Rankins, the injured Texan, on the play. Making a 16th start of the season if we count the playoffs. My ball's at the 36-yard line after the 11-yard pass to Ford. Flacco on the shotgun. They're throwing again. 4 wide. Going to throw over the middle. The field ball is caught down to the 41-yard line, brought down on the play by Desmond King. It's a gain of 5. Catch there made by David Bell. David Bell, he had entered this game 14 catches in the regular season. Had 1 catch for 6 yards last time these teams met. 2nd and 5. No, Browns logos I'm not crazy about. I guess the B with the football's okay, if with some revisions, but yeah. Any instance where play-by-play commentary sucked and the color commentary was good? I wouldn't say sucked and commentary was good, but I would say Mike Goldberg was way worse than his color commentary that day. 2nd and 4, balled up at the 35-yard line. It's Denzel Perryman on the stop. Loss of 6. Denzel Perryman just coming in there, blowing by the offensive lineman, blown by, it looked like Joel Bitonio, one of the better guards in football. Perryman with the stop. Enter this game with 6 tackles for a loss. It's a loss of about 5. Brings up 3rd and 9 at the 35-yard line. Make people think Cleveland should host. 3rd and 9. Vibes of Cardinals Falcons. I can see that. 3rd and 9. They send 4. Flacco. He's got to get rid of it. He's going to check it down to his running back. Ball is caught, but well behind the line of scrimmage. It is a loss of about 6 on the play. Kareem Hunt went absolutely nowhere. Bottled up there on the play by Derek Stingley Jr., who's had a phenomenal season. Will Anderson on pressure as well. So Browns move backwards after getting a first down to start the drive. No Amari Cooper on that drive. Again, the Texans want to win this game. They got to keep Cooper in check. And no targets for Cooper on that drive. 4th and 16. Browns going to have to punt this one away. Back to return is Desmond King. On the punt, Corey Borquez. Oh, he's got some room to block it, but does not get there in time. King going to call for the fair catch at the 17. Looked for a second like there was a bit of a breakdown in the offensive line. The Texans could have had a special teams punt block. Instead, it's going to be a punt of about 54 yards. No return. Hughes takes over the 17 when we get back. Almost blocked that. How probably wouldn't better off dropping that? I mean, on 3rd down, you can't really do that. On 3rd down, I get it. You nearly got that. Will the NFL delay the games in KC and Buffalo? Well, KC, no. The only way they delay the KC game is if this game goes into overtime. Viewership of Dolphins Chiefs, probably, let's say 19 million. Yeah, Buffalo game already moved to Monday. 2018 Cardinals had no talent. That is true. The 2018 Cardinals are really, really bad. One of the top 5 worst teams of the last 10 years. Are we going to see new videos from JG or JG7 in the offseason? Yes. I talked about that in the year in review. Basically, NFL season just took a toll on me. It took a massive toll on me with streaming and everything because I'd never done streaming during the season before. And I was up in the content, and I just underestimated how long it would take to do that. Now, JG9 News, the thing with JG9 News is that those videos take no time to make. Those videos, I can produce those in 20 minutes. I can do, after I did the documentary, I recorded the Taylor Swift video, and I recorded the video on, the Rooney Rule. I did those in 40 minutes combined. So it's not like college football or baseball where it's a lot of research, a lot of editing and whatnot. So JG9 News, it changes nothing there. But yeah, JG and JD7, they're coming back. I really appreciate that. Unlike most other streamers, you keep the downs and ball position update instead of just score. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like doing that. I feel like I'm one of the only streamers that does that without, some people do, they show the ESPN scorebook. I don't like doing that. I like making my own scorebook. Plus on top of that, it's easier to timestamp, too. It's easier to figure out where you are in the game. If it just shows 1Q or 2Q, if it just shows that, you could be anywhere. You don't know if I'm ahead or behind. You know what's happening. At least here you know exactly where I am. Plus, it just looks more professional. I was like, if I'm going to do streaming, I got to do it right. JG8 News for all the college chaos going on. Maybe. Maybe sometime down the line. Was Mike Goldberg's broadcast the worst broadcast in NFL on Fox history? I would say, it's either that or Cardinals-Chargers 95. I would give the edge to the Cardinals-Chargers 95 with Jimmy Johnson and Terry Bradshaw as your announcers, just because that was a national broadcast. That was a national broadcast with playoff implications, and that was what we got. At least Vikings-Lions was heavily regionalized, so I would say that. First down at the 17-yard line. CJ Stroud the shotgun again. He didn't play the last time these teams met. So toss that score out the window from the last time, especially on offense. The swing pass, gain of 2 on the play. It goes to Devin Singletary, the running back, who this season has been a revelation for the Texans, overtaking Dameon Pierce as the number 1 back this season. Singletary, solid season for him to say the least. And with nearly 900 rushing yards. Didn't run the ball a whole lot with Singletary in the last game against the Browns. 9 carries, 44 yards. Then again, they fell behind very early on. But it's 2nd and 7. 2nd and 8, really, at the 19-yard line. 2 wide, 1 on the far side, 1 on the near side. Stroud drops back. They send 5. Stroud has time over the middle. The field ball is caught to the 35-yard line. Nico Collins out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Thrown down by Jimmy Ward, not before a gain of... Excuse me, Juan Thornhill, my apologies. Not before a gain of 22 yards and a first down. What was the political program that was number 21 on the list for 2023 TV viewing? That's a good question. I think it was State of the Union. I think that's State of the Union. I want to say that was 93 of the top 100 were NFL. One of them was a lead-out program from the Super Bowl, so that really is the same thing as the NFL. I think political program, I think that was State of the Union. Which half the people probably didn't even know was happening. They just flipped on one of the major networks and they happened to be showing it. First down, Stroud, play action, fires on the run to the sideline. Ball is dropped. Ooh, would have been in Cleveland territory with ease. Dropped on the play there by Dolan Schultz. Entered this game with 59 catches, 635, and 5 touchdowns. So had a pretty good season. And that one right in its breadbasket. An uncharacteristic drop for Schultz. Would have been a game of at least 20 yards. Would have had the Texans in field goal range. That's a bad, bad drop. Again, C.J. Stroud, maybe the front runner for Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's between him and Puka Nacua. So far, pretty good start to this game. He's 2 for 3. The handoff, 2nd and 10. I never like running the ball in 2nd and 10 like that. Singletary, gain of just 2 on the play. Stopped there by Myles Garrett, who might be the front runner for Defensive Rookie, or Defensive Player of the Year, I should say. He's had a phenomenal season. 14 sacks, 17 tackles for a loss. Stuffs that run. 3rd and 8. Yeah, perfect conditions in Houston. Biggest difference between Manningcast and the 95 Cardinals-Chargers game. Manningcast you can choose to watch. Cardinals-Chargers 95, they were trying to do play-by-play and it wasn't working. Manningcast, they're not really trying to do play-by-play. It's just 2 buddies talking on the couch. Also, Manningcast, if you don't like it, you can always just watch another broadcast. 3rd and 9. Browns send 6. Stroud, curl route, incomplete. Might have been a bit behind his intended target, Noah Brown. But there was a flag on the play. Brown is pointing back there. Texans are staying on the field. Indications that this one is on Cleveland. It is offside, so redo the down. 3rd and 4 at the 48. Coldest dome game ever? I don't know about coldest dome game ever. I'm assuming Vikings against Falcons in the 98 NFC Championship had to be pretty cold outdoors. Will the NFL play the Freeze Bowl today? No. If people could die and get hypothermia, no, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. It was unsafe. The referees couldn't blow whistles. It was unsafe for those. Yeah, what was that? Yeah, the Cardinals-Chargers game, that was the only way to watch that broadcast with Jimmy Johnson and Terry Bradshaw. You were stuck with that. 4 wide, 2 on the far side, 2 on the near side. Stroud takes a snap. They send 4 over the middle of the field. Double coverage, incomplete. Noah Brown once again the intended target. And we'll see what the Texans do here. They're new midfield, but my guess is that they're just going to punt the ball away. If they ran the ball there, we'd probably going for it, but... Keller with a 2. Thank you so much. Thoughts on the DeBoer and Mayo hires? I think the DeBoer hire is a phenomenal hire. Look, he's won everywhere he's been. He built Washington into a great football school. I think that's a safe hire for Bama. It's a smart hire for Bama, and I hate it. I hate it as an SEC fan. Mayo, I don't like the hire. He has very little experience coaching. I at least think you go through the process. Of interviewing someone. I mean, they clearly have a succession plan in place, but then at that point, why even fire Belichick? Punt is fielded at the 6. No fair catch. Return to the 7-yard line by James. Thrown down by Boyd at the 7-yard line. So the Browns take over deep in their own territory. Team is straight punts to start. 1 first down for each team, and then they trade punts. First down at the 7-yard line. You know, just cold can be dangerous. Just cold can be absolutely dangerous. Like, there's a difference between, like, oh, it's cold and it's, 20 degrees. And there's a difference between, oh, it's cold and I'm going to suffer hypothermia and possibly die. Like, people that went to the Freezer Bowl game, they still experience. Like, players talked about playing in that game and they still experience the after effects from playing there. It's very, very different. Very, very different. Very different. But yeah, the Mayo hire, I mean, I talked about it in the JJ9 News vid. I just don't get the purpose of... The Rooney Rule contradicts itself. Because the whole point of the Rooney Rule, according to the NFL's official words, is to give candidates the opportunity to interview and network and get their foot in the door and hone in on their interviewing skills and connect with people and do all that. And apparently you can just bypass all that by having a succession plan in place. I think it defeats the purpose of the rule. If the purpose of the rule is to hire minority candidates, that's one thing. Then obviously the Pats, they did nothing illegal. Pats did nothing illegal. What they did was completely within the rules. I'm not saying anything about that. If the purpose is to hire minority candidates, okay, then Pats, then the rule, it's fine. If the purpose is to have candidates interview and give them interviewing opportunities and network opportunities, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. We just saw the Patriots circumvent that. Yeah, they fired Belichick, replace him with another sure-to-fail BB disciple. Yeah. If you're going to clean house, at least go out of house. Isaac Cobbs with a tour. Is 2024 Amy Adams Strunk the new 2014 Jed York? I would say to some extent, yeah. I would say to some extent, just taking Vrabel out. I mean, feuding with Vrabel, making decisions, rash decisions like that without him in the room. I would say so, yeah. I would say so. How's it going, Connor? Welcome to the stream. As a Seahawks and a Huskies fan, it's been a miserable week. Oh, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. Will the NFL do local games in 4K? Probably not for a while. It's a lot of money. Technology might not be there for... I mean, they could do it. The problem is I don't know how many TVs... Like, would it look good? Like how many TVs have 4K? Like they could have easily done 3D games, but how many TVs were 3D? Could the players union refuse to play in a game like the Freezer Bowl? They could. They could. They could. All right, let's see where I am in the stream. Like a commentary. Thank you so much, Horizons. First time the Browns and Texans were both good at the same time. I would say yes on that, yeah. I mean, 07 Texans were fine, but this is the first time they're both really, really good. All right. 5 minutes gone the first quarter at the 8-yard line, actually. Give it a 2-yard return on the punt. The handoff goes to Kareem Hunt. Former Chief down to the 11-yard line, gain of 3 up the middle. And the one thing the Texans did a good job defensively last time against the Browns was their run defense. Browns in that game had just 54 rushing yards on 30 carries, less than 2 yards a carry. Kareem Hunt, not a whole lot, 7 carries, 11 yards. Again, this is a Browns offense that is doing this without their starting quarterback in Deshaun Watson and doing it without maybe the best running back in football, or one of them at least, Nick Chubb, who's been out for basically the whole season after the injury against the Steelers. 2nd and 8. Flacco looking for the screen pass. He's going to get it off, but thrown well behind Hunt. And it falls incomplete. 3rd and 7. Define hot weather. I wouldn't say it's a number. Like 80 in Florida is different than 80 in Arizona. I would say hot weather is if you sit outside for 30 minutes and do absolutely nothing, will you sweat? That's how I would define hot weather. If you sit outside for 30 minutes doing absolutely nothing, will you feel sweat? If you will, hot weather. Not, no. Football is the best of 7 playoff series, everyone would die. The injuries would be off the charts. Flacco dumps it off to Hunt, who tries to break a tackle. He cannot. Just an underneath route down to the 13-yard. So a quick 3 and out. Nice stop there by Desmond King, who's going to have to go back there and field this punt. So far, 2 drives. No Amari Cooper. No Amari Cooper so far. Obviously, Cooper on Stingley. That's going to be a big matchup. Stingley having a phenomenal season, but Cooper, last time they played, obviously, he was sensational. The emphasis is clearly on Cooper. There was double coverage on that last play, so with the spy cam. Or so with the all-22 angle, the overhead cam. 4th and 5. Browns punting this one away. Texans could get really good field position here. The punt is going to be... King's going to let that one bounce out of bounds. That's a horrible punt. That's going to start in Houston territory, or Cleveland territory, I should say. See where they mark this. It's going to be at the 45-yard line. Just a 31-yard punt by Corey. No return on the play. 31 yards of net. The Texans, they might not even need a first down to be in field goal range. Horrible punt. Best of 3 playoff series. They talked about that. I did a video a long time ago back in the 70s. They talked about, they realized, oh wait, the Super Bowl is like this really big TV event. What if we make it best of 3? Al Davis was talking about it, potentially. Yeah, humidity, yeah. That's why, like, Florida, like, 90 degrees in Florida is brutal. 90 degrees in Phoenix, nothing. Absolutely nothing. First down to 45. Stroud has time. Going to throw what looked like a modified out route to Singletary, gain of 2 down to the 43-yard line. Taken down by JOK. If Flacco gets the Browns to the Super Bowl, does he become the starter next year? I don't know. I think part of it is, it's just the logistics of it. You're tying up $250 million to someone, guaranteed. You can't get out of the Deshaun Watson contract. I think he's the starter, but I don't know how long his leash is. Singletary. Gain of 1 on the play down to the 41. 3rd and about 6. I was alive in the 70s. I aged very well. Your Browns going for the quick game. They might be just looking at, might be strategic, just trying to dink and dunk and then catch the Texans off guard, throw over the top. Of the teams still with a chance, the most boring, low ratings. Okay, so low ratings. Most boring is Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh against Tampa would be the most boring, but the lowest rating is probably Houston-Tampa. Houston-Tampa would be the lowest rating. Definitely. 3 wide, 2 on the far side, 1 on the near side. Stroud, they send 4. Stroud, looking. Stroud hit as he throws over the middle of the field. Underthrow ball caught by Collins at the 3. Hit as he threw, and Nico Collins makes the grab, diving to the ground. Touchdown by Greg Newsome. Not before again at 38 yards. What a throw by Stroud, absorbing the contact. Bit underthrown, and with the adjustment by Nico Collins, who's been one of the best receivers in football. Enter this game, 80 catches, 1297 yards. Nico Collins goes to the ground for that one. 1st and goal. Texans are driving. Taking advantage of the great field position. They might have to burn a timeout. There was some miscommunication in the huddle. I think they either had too many men in the huddle, or later on, let's see, did he make the grab? It sure looks clean to me. Yeah, they're not going to get this off. Yep, they do have to call a timeout. I was going to say, they definitely... Smart timeout there at the 3-yard line. They want to move back. Smart timeout. Yep, smart timeout. Like I said, Texans... You could see it. I think Mitchie was late getting in the huddle, or they had too many men in the huddle and they had to get out, or something like that. They clearly were not ready. If you're not... I don't say if you're not breaking the huddle with 15, but if you're still trying to get guys in the huddle with 15, you're screwed. You're screwed. How do I feel about people who say the NFL rigs against the Jags because they're small market? They don't rig against the Jags. Trust me, they don't rig against the Jaguars. We did it ourselves. Now, I will say, the officiating has been bad this season, all across the board, but it's not rigging. It's just incompetence. There's no way the NFL could rig something without it getting out. How I rate the DeBoer hire? 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 1st and goal. Stroud under center. 2 wide, 1 on the far side, 1 on the near side. Stroud, play action. Stroud, shovel pass, almost intercepted! Oh, that play got blown up. Almost intercepted on the play. Jordan Elliott. I don't think he saw that one coming. Oh, they tried an underhanded toss play. Trying to catch him off guard. Stroud trying to throw it to the fullback Mac. And nice play to bat that one away, Elliott. Should note, Noah Brown is questionable to return to the game with a shoulder injury, so Texans, they're down Tank Dell, might be down Noah Brown as well. 2nd goal, balls at the 3. Stroud in the shotgun, 2 wide, 2 running backs. Stroud going to keep it himself. Going to keep it, trying to get to the corner. He will not get there. He will be 2 yards short. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, brought down on the play by Martin Emerson. And now it gets interesting. 3rd and goal, ball at the 2. Is this 4-down territory? On one hand, take the points in a playoff game. On the other hand, you're this far back, and the last time the Browns were inside the 10, you did force a 3 and out. You could get good field position. We'll see how they play this. They run the ball, you know they're going for on 4th. They throw it, you never know. 3rd and goal. Schultz in motion. 2 on the play clock. 3 wide. Stroud rolls out. They cut off half the field. Stroud out route. That is a low throw. Incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. Intended target on the play. Newsome on the bat down. Intended target there. 4th and goal at the 2. Robert Woods. And they are going to kick the field goal. I don't like that play call. I just don't like... Why are you cutting off half the field for no reason? I don't like the... I don't like the play calls that the Texans had. I really don't like the play calls that the Texans had. They're going to try the field goal. Fairbairn, chip shot, 3-0. Texans strike first. So first down is... Like, let Stroud be a quarterback. That's my thing. Let Stroud be a quarterback. First down, you're calling that underhanded toss. Second down, you're cutting off half the field. Third down, you're cutting off half the field. Why cut off half the field when you don't have to? Why cut off half the field for no reason? So Browns defense, honestly, pretty good stop considering the bad field position they started off in after the horrible punt. Texans up 3-0. Would you have kicked the field goal there? Would you have gone for it? Let me know your thoughts. Would you have gone for it there? Yes or no? Let me know your thoughts. Personally, after that play, I would have kicked, but I would have run the ball on third. I would have gone for it there, but I would not have called the plays that I did from downs 1 through 3. Would I hire a sales coach? Dan Quinn's not a bad hire. Dan Quinn would not be a bad hire. Would it be irresponsible to play Bills Steelers on Sunday if you consider the weather and the safety of the fans? Well, weather's not really the issue. It's more of the safety of the fans. It's more the fact that people can't get to the stadium. The roads are going to be closed. You need to have the resources working on roads and helping people's lives versus a football game. So yeah, I agree with it. I completely agree with the decision to move the game. The Mayo hiring, I'm not crazy about it. Again, little coaching experience. You're just keeping it in the regime that you're trying to get rid of. And you're not even going through the process, so you don't know how good this guy really is. He didn't, like, it's very rare for... I'm always skeptical when a guy goes from a position coach to a head coach with no experience. So I'm going to say a 3. I'm really not crazy about the Mayo hiring. Yeah, I think this question's a bit tough, because I personally would have gone for it not... So I personally would have gone for it if I was 4th and goal at the 3 like that. I would not have called the plays to get there, though. Browns defense has to be feeling very good about that one. Yeah, at the end of the day, people can't travel to the game. That's a problem. I'll do a video in a week about the Steelers-Chiefs game that got moved because of it. The NFL, they move playoff games? Yes. Steelers-Chiefs, it was supposed to be a 1 o'clock game in the 2016 divisional round, and it got moved to Sunday Night Football. The threshold for a low temperature to postpone or cancel a game. I would say Giants-Packers, 10 degrees colder than that. Giants-Packers 07 NFC Championship, I would say 10 degrees colder. They would do it. Brandon Staley would have punted. Probably. Over 100 people in the stream right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, be sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a moment of the action. We have 2 games on today. Again, we're doing the second game later tonight. Dolphins-Chiefs over on Peacock. I'll be calling that game as that's a touchback, and the Browns take over at the 25. 2 drives for the Browns. 1 first down. Last drive, they went 3 and out. The weather forecast on Monday afternoon? That's a good question. It is supposed to be about 20 degrees. But the snow should be stopped by that point. All right, first down to 25. Flacco in the shotgun. 3 wide. Play action. Flacco. Pocket is collapsing very quickly. He's going to fire over the middle of the field. He's got a man caught at the 35-yard line down to the 29. Home run shot there to David Njoku, the Pro Bowl tight end. It's a huge gain on the play. 46 yards, and the Browns for the first time today are in Texan territory. David Njoku Last time these teams met, 6 catches, 44 yards, and a touchdown. The former first-round pick makes a huge, huge play. Better defensive game plan from Belichick. 25 or 36. I would say 25. First down. Flacco. Out route. Caught. Once again by Njoku. Pushed out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Gain of 5. Worst OC in Jags. Oh, jeez. Worst OC in Jags history. Ooh, there are some bad ones. I would say Jedfish. I would say Jedfish was the worst. Zach G with the 2er. Thank you so much. What do you think of the Giants-Martindale feud? It was brewing for a while. I mean, we saw the reports in the middle of the season. I'm taking Dable's side on this, I guess, but Flacco gonna throw. Ball is caught at the 8-yard line. Catch there by Amari Cooper. His first grab of the day. There it is. Yeah, I don't think it's ever a good sign when you have staff members feuding internally like that. But then again, Wink Martindale probably was the problem. Worst draft bust in Browns history? The worst draft bust in Browns history. I would say... This is going to be... This is going to be a bit of shock. It's not going to be a name that people are expecting. Considering what you gave up to get him. You gave up Paul Warfield. I'm going to say Mike Phipps. Browns have to call a timeout. It's Cooper. A bit shaken up after that play. The worst scheme Belichick coach? Ooh, that's a tough one. I would probably say... I honestly don't know. Who the worst one. I mean, Couch, he wasn't, like, terrible. He was also in an expansion team. He was thrown behind a horrible offensive line. I'm not saying it was good. Wildcat, it goes to Hunt. Hunt down to the 3-yard line. I'm not going to say it was good by any means, but I'm going to call him the worst bust ever. He was at least serviceable at his peak. Look, the Browns gave up a Hall of Fame wide receiver to get Mike Phipps. A Hall of Fame receiver. Yeah, Corny Brown, yeah. Yeah, that's a bad one. Especially because they could have gotten a boatload of draft picks. I did a video on that. They could have gotten a boatload of picks from the Jets. But they decided, no, we're going to take Corny Brown. Second goal, ball is at the 3. Flacco, play action. Texans said 5. Out route, ball is caught in the flat to the 1. Harrison Bryant, the FAU tight end. 3rd and goal. Yeah, 2010 against the Browns, yeah. Manziel, he was a bad bust, don't get me wrong, but he was a pick in the 20s. I can't say the worst bust ever is a guy in the 20s. Most notorious bust, maybe. But if you're in the 20s, I can't call you the worst bust ever unless you have to have a really good drafting history for me to call a guy in the 20s the worst bust. It's like if someone says, like, the Jaguars' worst bust is Chase Son or Taven Bryan. Like, yeah, they're bad, they're busts, but they're in the 20s. 3rd and goal. I formation. Flacco. Handoff. Hunt! Hunt is in! Hunt's on the hunt for the touchdown! The Cleveland Browns score the opening touchdown of the game, and it's Kareem Hunt finding the end zone just like he did last week, or last game against the Texans, I should say. 75-yard drive. They take advantage of the Texans' decision to kick the field goal. Huge play to Njoku to get this drive started, and then Kareem Hunt does the rest right there. Going over the top, jumping over Christian Harris for the opening touchdown of the game. The Browns. Who was worse, Manziel or Russell? Russell changed the way that rookies got paid. Manziel was bad. Russell cost rookies billions of dollars going forward. Extra point is good by Riley Patterson. Jamarcus Russell was so bad that the rookie wage scale exists as a result. Do you know how bad you have to be to cost future employees billions of dollars? It's not even close. I wouldn't say RG3 was a big bust. I wouldn't say he was injuries. He was injuries, and he was also very good when he was healthy. Ryan Leafy had big bust. Yeah, what time would they play a game that gets resumed? They'd play whenever. They play it whenever, until curfew hits. Why can't college coaches do things the right way anymore? I hate how media rushes to report. Well, I don't know if they rushed to report with the DeBoer hire. I mean, they got it right. Worst rookie contract ever? Probably Jamarcus Russell. Probably Jamarcus. If Manziel would have gone to another team, would he have been better than he was in Cleveland? No, he was an immature party animal. He was never going to be anything. He needed a maturity check. He was never going to get that anywhere. He was cocky. He was arrogant. Nothing was changing. The worst bust in Jags history. Man, there's a lot. Gabbert was bad. Jokel was bad. Obviously, Derek Harvey. I would say Derek Harvey just because of how much you gave up to get him. We traded basically our entire draft class in 2008 to get Derek Harvey, and he did nothing. Oh, the reporting's out before he could tell the players. Yeah, I mean, that's... Look, I don't blame the media for reporting if it's true. I don't blame the media for reporting it if it's true. Yes, Sam Bradford. Well, that's why the Jake Locker move was the stupidest move by any court. The Jake Locker decision to come back was the dumbest decision by any player ever to come back. Jake Locker would have been a first-round pick in 2010 in all likelihood. Before the rookie wage scale. Then got drafted in 2011 after the rookie wage scale. He had to know that was coming, too. He probably cost himself 9 figures. RG3, yeah, he won. Yeah. Del Rio, 4-3 scheme. Is he good? No. No. Worst QB in Jags history. Cleo Lemon was bad. Cody Kessler was bad. Trent Edwards was really bad. I'd probably say Cleo Lemon. Yeah, Cowboys did dodge a bullet. I do remember that story with Manziel to the Cowboys, potentially. I do remember that. They had to, yank the phone from him. It's the right call. Look, Jerry Jones, say you want about the Cowboys. They draft offensive linemen very well. If they draft an offensive lineman in the first round, you can be sure they're going to be good. Trick play idea. Center intentionally snaps the ball way above the QB's head so that the running back in the backfield can catch it and run through everyone. That just seems like the Wildcat, but with extra steps. I don't think it would work. When will Tomlin and Harbaugh leave their positions? I think Tomlin's safe for a while. And Harbaugh, same thing. Touchback, 25-yard line. Worst loss in Jags history. 99 AFC Championship. If we're talking regular season, I can think of a loss about a few days ago. Manziel or Lynch, who was worse? I think Lynch was the worst quarterback. But in terms of the bigger bust, I would say Johnny Manziel. Because you had to trade up to get him, and because of how arrogant he was. If Green Bay Dallas was played outside tomorrow, there'd be a chance of wintry weather. Yes, there would be. Which was like the Cotton Bowl days. First down, the 25-yard line, the pitch out. Pitch, goes Singletary. Singletary's got a hold of the 35. Singletary, 1 to B, gets the horse collar, slows him down to the 45-50, down at the 47-yard line. How they missed the horse collar, I have no clue. Clay Martin's crew missed a horse collar there. You don't have to bring him down. They clearly missed a horse collar. That was a touchdown-saving horse collar tackle. Horse collar stop, I should say. Gain of 27, though, first down at the 48-yard line. But they did miss a horse collar tackle. They did absolutely. You see it right here. Thornhill they're not going to show the replay. They're not showing the replay. They cut it off right before. But yeah, they did miss the horse collar. That was a touchdown-saving horse collar. Rush 4, Stroud thrown on the run, wobbling throw, caught at the 17-yard line. Texans in the red zone. John Mitchie, the second-year man. What a comeback story he's been this season. Honestly, if you don't want to give DeMar Hamlin a comeback player of the year, Mitchie's not a bad pick. Considering everything that he went through last season. Huge catch there, down the sideline. Did he have control the whole way? He did bobble it a bit. Brown's not challenging for the moment. But it looks clean. Looked clean at the start. Ball's at the 17-yard line. Stroud, we got about a minute left in the first quarter. Stroud, they're going to try reverse play. Nico Collins. Brown's going to read that all the way. Collins, nice play to cut inside at least and get to the 16-yard line. 2nd and 8. Horse collar will not make much of a difference. And how in a discussion of biggest draft bust in Browns history, Trent Richardson isn't mentioned? That's easy for me. That's easy. Number one, He had double-digit touchdowns his first season. Number 2, he only played 1 season, then got traded for a first-round pick. So he didn't really have time to be a bust. He had a decent rookie season, and they got traded for a first-round pick. So that's how. 2nd and 6. Fake the pitch. Stroud throwing a screen pass. Nico Collins. Collins has the first down. Collins turned the corner. Collins is in. Nico Collins. Nico Suave for the touchdown. Texans answer. We got a bit of a shooter on our hands, folks. Texans. Anything you can do, I can do better. Texans take the lead with 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Marcus Freeman leaving for Washington. I would not be worried. I wouldn't be worried. He already does a better job. Would Leaf's career been different? No, he was not, like, he was not that good when he even played. I think it would have been different. Nico Collins, that's a great block there going into the second level. Laramie Tunzel, he set it up. Laramie Tunzel doing a great job making sure he doesn't get down the field too quickly. So you have an eligible man downfield, making sure he doesn't get down there that quickly. Gets to the second level. Fairbairn hits the extra point. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. It's 10-7. Again, remember, the last time these teams met, the Browns were up 36-7 at one point, but toss that, at least on the offensive side for the Texans. You can toss it out the window. C.J. Stroud did not play that game. So, a different team. I'll see you soon, CT, man. Thank you so much. Most overhyped prospect ever? It's gotta be Tony Mandrich. It's gotta be the Incredible Bulk. It's gotta be. Sports Illustrated cover. I mean, everything going on with Mandrich, it's gotta be Tony. Is there, I honestly, is there a close second? I don't know if there's a close second. I really don't. Mandrich was such a hugely hyped prospect. And Tunzel, oh, that could be a big blow. Tunzel is down. He's been down since the extra point. And the man who set up the Nico Collins touchdown, this would be a big blow, especially because on the other side of the ball is Myles Garrett. The Texans have to go into the second half, or the second quarter, with a backup tackle on maybe the defensive player of the year. That could be a big storyline. That could be a big storyline. Trevor Lawrence is getting up there for being overhyped. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Because Lawrence can at least play. Not Tunzel. I was just thinking Tunzel. Mandrich is, I mean, he couldn't play. He was the number 2 pick off of his body image. He could not play. Most exciting Super Bowl the Patriots won. I would say Seahawks. I would say the Seahawks. That game was the best game I've ever seen. Super Bowl 49 was the best game I've ever watched. Michael Otto with a $5. Hey, JG, hope you're well, brother, along with the rest of JG fam. Just booked your ticket to Brazil yesterday. Frank, be with you and with you too. How's it going, man? Book your ticket. That's awesome. Hopefully things work out. Have a great time in Brazil whenever you go. And let me know when you want to set up the Q&A. I sent you an email. Because now my voice is obviously much better. Best undrafted player ever. Ooh, that is tough. Oof, that is tough. That is tough. Man. I mean, Mel Blount is up there. But I don't know if he's the best ever. He's up there. That is tough. Toronto NFL team? No, it would not succeed. Toronto series was a failure. There's too much competition in Toronto, too. I don't think the NFL would welcome. Silver or white helmets? I take white. Jags are finding another tight end. Oh, we need way more than just another tight end. We're not fine. We're terrible. We're in a bad spot. Maybe the final play of the quarter. They send 4 over the middle of the field. Ball's called the slant route. We got a shootout, folks, to the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, down to the 28-yard line. Houston Carson takes him down. It's Harrison Bryant. Down to the 28. Another huge play. 47 yards. First down, Browns. What is happening this game? So many fireworks. Holy cow. Yeah, Kurt Warner's a great pick for that. 10-7, Browns driving at the 28-yard line. Fun game so far. Whew. This is playoff Flacco for you. This is playoff Flacco. Had the big play to Njoku to start off the last drive. Big play there to Harrison Bryant. And you have to be encouraged if you're the Browns. You're moving the ball. You're throwing it well without Amari Cooper. He's only got 1 catch today so far. Yeah, this might be a game where touchdowns, you need it. And Harrison Bryant can play. I liked him a lot coming out of FAU. You might have the best 1-2 combo at tight end in Njoku and Bryant. You might have that. If the Super Bowl ends up being Lions and either of these teams, will Vegas explode from all the bets? Yes, they will. I mean, the one they'll explode the most on is Cowboys. Cowboys will be the one that they explode on the most. Score prediction, Browns 62, Texans 59. Is that feasible? I think you gotta go a bit higher than that. What kind of edibles is this game on? The good kind. The good kind. Just joining. How's the game going so far? It's awesome. Honestly, this game's been fun so far. Big storyline, obviously, Tunzel. If he is, see what happens with Tunzel going forward. Antonio Gritz, that's a great pick, too. That's a great pick. There's a lot of players. Yeah, Bledsoe Meyer was a pretty big debate. Just fine. Yeah, Monday. I could probably do Monday. Yeah. The thing with Monday now, yeah, I can do Monday. The obvious thing with Monday now is that the Steelers-Bills game is now taking place on Monday, so I have to rework some stuff because I had some stuff planned for Monday that I was going to do that afternoon, and now it's but it's better for me that the game is there for a few reasons. Number one, obviously, this is my job. It's better for me to call 2 games one day, 2 games another day, than do 3 in one. Triple headers take a lot out of you. Plus, on top of that, it means more chances for dumb decisions. Way more chances for dumb decisions. Because I have 2 games to work with on Monday instead of 1. Wikipedia blocked. If Flacco wins the Super Bowl, is he Hall of Fame like Eli is? No. So, Flacco would be in the Jim Plunkett tier. 2 Super Bowl wins, but no accolades. No Pro Bowls, no All-Pros, no nothing. Never a top 5 quarterback. Eli Manning was a top 5 quarterback in 2011. He's got Pro Bowls. He's got some accolades. It would not be... He'd be in the Plunkett tier. Flacco's not a Hall of Famer. 3 wide. Ball's at the 28-yard line. 2 on the near side, 1 on the far side. Second quarter. I got to adjust the clock. Don't worry. Ford. Handoff down to the 25-yard line. Brought down on the play by Sanders. I'll adjust to the second quarter. You see a scenario where Morris takes the Falcons' job and McVay rehires Staley. I could see it. Tunzel should be okay. That's awesome. If Flacco wins MVP, does my opinion change? No. Nope. Same thing with Plunkett. Has there ever been a season where no team was eliminated from playoff contention and or no playoff spots were clinched over the last week? No. That's never happened. Flacco Hall very good? I would say so. I'd say Hall very good. 2nd and 6. Handoff goes to Ford. Ford down to the 20-yard line. A lot of Texans in on that. Blake Cashman being one of them. 3rd and 2. Desmond Ridder, the greatest DoorDasher to have an NFL career. Flacco's Ravens Ring of Honor for sure, but he's not Hall of Fame. Saudis, they would never... Oil money is different than any other money that... As we have a stoppage on the field. Saudi oil money is different than money that NFL owners have. The NFL owners would never allow for Saudis to come in because they would outspend everyone. Yeah, I would say Flacco's not in... Matt Ryan, Rivers, they're all very good. Flacco's a tier below. Another country would never be able to own a team. I mean, countries would not be able to own teams. That would create a whole controversy if a country could own a team. Antonio going into the tunnel. So, offensive lineman dropping like flies again. Tunzel, Batonio, 3rd and 2 at the 20. Man in motion is Elijah Moore. It's a QB sneak for Flacco. And he needed to. He got to. First down on the play to the 18-yard line is Broski coming in hot with a 5. Thank you so much. Why was Steelers-Bills moved? Because of whether or not Dolphins-Chiefs. Dolphins-Chiefs is cold. But it's not stopping people from getting to the stadium. Bills Dolphins, you can't get people to the stadium. Or Bills Steelers, you can't get people to the stadium. That's the difference. The Chiefs game, it's going to be cold, but no one is, like, you don't need, like, state resources. You don't need to have emergency services out there. You don't need to clear the roads. Bills Steelers, you do. That's the difference. It's a matter of getting people to the game. Play action. Flacco, looking. Going to fire across the field. Ball is caught at the 12-yard line. Jalen Petrie on the stop at the 11. Catch there made by David Bell. Second of the day. 2nd and 3. Yep, no Sea Dragons in the UFL. Disappointed about that, but I get it. I get it. Let's just logistically, it wouldn't make sense in terms of the it wouldn't make sense logistically in terms of travel. They're so far away. But we will have these two cases behind me right here. We're going to have a setup for XFL USFL helmets that's going to look very similar to this with XFL USFL helmets. Take on drafting running backs early. Don't like it. I don't like it. Running back, you can get really good talent at lower rounds. Shovel pass. Kareem Hunt for the second time today. Hunt is on the hunt. Touchdown, Cleveland. Back-to-back touchdowns. Kareem Hunt. Just a shovel pass there. Joe Flacco, his first touchdown pass of the day. Similar play to what the Texans ran earlier. This time, though, the Browns get it to work. Quick little shovel pass there. Kareem Hunt in the end zone. Christian Harris unable to bring him down before he reached the goal line. Patterson extra point is good. 14-10. Rough Riders or BC Lions. Yeah. I think BC's logo is pretty cool. I like BC Place. I like Vancouver. Extra point is up and good. 14-10 game. Shootout right now. The OK Corral. Weren't a whole lot of offensive fireworks on the Michigan or Washington game at this stadium just a few days ago. This game, different story. Different story. The Istanbul Rams debacle got kicked out of the EFL for being so bad. I'm not familiar with that. He got kicked out for being bad. I did a video about like how the Buccaneers, they're trying to kick him out of the NFC Central because they were so bad. Like the other teams didn't want them in the division. I did a video on that, but I didn't know about the Istanbul Rams debacle. That is funny. That is funny. I did not know that. Oh, man. Hang on, I'm just doing some stuff really, really quick. Hang on. Sorry about this. Just gonna check something really, really quick and then we're good to go. I can do it later. All right. Let's see what we got. BW Fog with a 2, where Al Michaels is calling the game to himself. Yes, hopefully he's not falling asleep for this one. If you're falling asleep for this one, you got to reevaluate stuff. Doomsday with a 5. I take it this game is a fun one to watch so far. Oh, it's very fun. Very fun. Offensive fireworks, a lot of big plays. It's been fun. It's been fun. Thank you so much, Doomsday. And thank you so much, BW Fog. Really, really appreciate it, guys. Really, really appreciate it. All right. So what do we have? 63.87. And then 68.86. And we have a 5 from Corey Duncan. Thank you so much for that. Oh, donations coming in hot right now. Again, if we hit the 250 mark or whatever jersey you want me to for the next stream, I'll order it. I got a Joe Montana jersey I'm wearing for this stream in the Chiefs game coming up tonight. It is finally here. It is finally here. Corey Duncan, thank you so much. I don't see a question attached to it, but thank you so much for the 5. I really, really appreciate it, man. Really, really appreciate it. You know, Jim Moore is still alive and well. He is still alive and well. Which is awesome. Scorpion Taz with a 5. Thank you so much. The best UFL bug. Do I think it's going to be ESPN, ABC, Fox, or FS1? My guess is it'll be Fox. I was not crazy about the UFL or the XFL bug for ESPN and ABC. It was very boxy. It was very bulky. It took up a lot of real estate. Fox, usually it's just their NFL bug. So I think it's gonna be that. Kickoff fielded and returned to the 22-yard line. So Texans take over there. Thank you so much for the donations, guys. Really, really appreciate it. That was a lot of donations in a row. Thank you so much. Donut or muffin? Oh, easy donut. Easy. I'm a big Dunkin' Donuts guy. There is nothing better for me than getting off of a plane after a long flight and just waiting in the line at Dunkin' and getting a donut. I really wish at airports there were two lines. I wish there was a coffee line and a donut line. Because for donut, like I just seen a donut takes 2 seconds. But like the people that order coffees at like Dunkin' Donuts and whatnot, they take up all the time. I wish there was a line where, okay, if you just want a donut, it's a separate line. First down, the 22. Play action. Throwing in the flat ball is caught by the time. Brevin Jordan to the 45-15. Jordan to the 40. Jordan! Brevin Jordan! Air Jordan! Touchdown Texans! What is this game? Brevin Jordan, the tight end from Miami! 78 yards! CJ Stroud, his second touchdown pass of the game. Didn't have to do a whole lot there, though. Brevin Jordan just got open in the flat. 2 Browns were on him to start. Then he comes out off a blocker and just goes in the flat. And then it's a foot race between he and Ogbonnia. And at that point, Brevin's off to the races. Brevin Jordan ended this game with 2 touchdowns. Now he's got a playoff touchdown to his name. Extra point by Fairbairn is good. What is happening this game? Oh, if this is an indication of how the playoffs are going to go, we are starting off with a bang, folks. If this is an indication of what we've got this postseason, oh, man. Oh, man, if this is an indication. Todd Blackley, Junior Bear, John McGarry, Danielson, that's not hard to do. Not hard to do. The battle of who is the ball last has officially begun. This is nuts, folks. This is absolutely nuts. 2010 Big 12 game, all offense, no defense. Sure seems that way. Who saw this one coming? Now, again, Texans offensively last time just tossed out the window. CJ Stroud was not playing that game. The Browns moved the ball very well. That was a pretty good indication of what's going to happen. This is insane. Kareem Hunt with 2 touchdowns. Brevin Jordan with a touchdown. Nico Collins with 1. 17-14. Watch the next game. NKC 10, Miami 3. Honestly, wouldn't shock me. Should Notre Dame join a conference? I would say yes now, only because if you keep the TV deal, I would join a conference. Just because you can't get a bye week in the playoff without joining a conference. Independent can't get a top 4 seed. So I would join a conference for that reason. If they were, probably ACC makes the most sense. Corey Duncan with the 5. Thank you so much. Thank you again for the donation earlier. Your take on postponing the Steelers-Bills game. It's the right call. Look, I don't like it, but it's the right call. At the end of the day, it's not because it's cold. It's not because of that. It's just a matter of safety. You have to have people going to the stadium. You don't want to spend resources on a football game when people are going to be snowed in. You need the roads to be cleared for hospitals, for emergency services. It makes a lot of sense why they're doing it. If you can't have people go to the games and get there safely, you can't have a game. You just can't. When people in Columbus seeing this game, they're probably, probably hating it, but at the same time, they'll be happy for Stroud if they do it. Gregory Allman with the 5. Is that a Texans jersey I'm wearing? Yes, it is. So basically, how this stream works is we have a stretch goal. And if we do it $250, we're very close already. Whoever the highest donor is, I'll wear whatever jersey you want me to for the next stream. So Scorpion Taz was the highest donor last time we had the stream. I requested a Texans jersey, so we're wearing a Texans jersey. Am I streaming all 6 games this week, even with the change? Yes, all the games are happening. All the games are happening. Isaac Combs with a 2. How many Apple Visions are being sold next month? That's a good question. I've not kept track of that. I've not kept track of that. I honestly don't really have a clue what Apple Vision. What is? That's actually the first time I've. What is Apple Vision? Oh, 3D. Oh, 3D camera. Ooh. Oh, a 3D camera. Ooh. I mean, it seems like a novelty at the start, but it'll get some sales. I don't know how many exactly. I don't know like the metrics on it, but it's Apple. They usually do a pretty good job. Could this game end in scoregami? It could. Absolutely could. A silly Danny's jersey if they make them. I don't know if they make them. Yeah, Peacock Rogues went the wrong way. People pay $250 a month for cable and internet. It's not enough to get every wildcard game. Yeah. Look, I think every playoff game should be over the air. I think there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to watch your team play. Especially because there's a lot of people that don't have internet access or good internet access. If you're like in rural territory, you're screwed. Play action. Flacco. Jump throw. Sideline. That should be PI. I think he got there a bit early in Njoku. Whoa, no flag. Really? Njoku got clobbered there. It looked like before the ball got there. Steven Nelson, let's see this. Yeah, no, that's PI. That is PI for sure. That is PI. That should have been PI. Nelson got there way before. Scorpion! 20 gifted memberships! Whoa! Okay, hang on a second. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my goodness, Scorpion! Whoa! Oh, you did not have to do that, Scorpion. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Browns call a timeout. All right, let's see. Who's got these? Who's got this? Holy cow, Scorpion. Thank you so much for your generosity. We are crushing it right now with the donations. Okay, who's got these? Oh my goodness. All right, we've got Connor Conant, James Delaney, Michael Cochran, Aviation LAA, Dylan Nash, Roll Tide 99, It's Me, Valdo, Your Pal Al, Jova R, Kyle Bogart, Joshua Rayborn, NFL Superfan 112, Appalachian Enthusiast, Batman and the Frog, Nate Litchie, Jojo H, Shawshank Inception, Unmasked Bloodbender, Grange Saves 33. I think that's all the names. There we go. 2nd and 10. Flacco looking. Checks it off to 4. It's bobbled, caught, but it's going to be a loss of 5 on the play. Thrown down there by Christian Harris. 3rd and 15. So as members, if you're just a member for the first time, you get a lot of cool perks. You get your name at the end of each video. Members only Q&A streams. We do one at the end of each month. Next one is going to be the final Tuesday of the month. You also get emojis you can use during the stream, including the Texas logo, the Browns logo, and the Krusty the Clown, what the hell was that logo, which I think we'll need a lot of, especially with that Miss PI call. Thank you so much, Scorpion. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for everything, Scorp. Thank you for the generosity. Everyone, thank you for the generosity. Thank you for being with me on this stream. This has been a fun game so far. Flacco gets sacked on the play down at the 14-yard line. It is the former Eagle who just joined the team a few weeks ago, Derek Barnett. Clutch play in the playoffs. Where have we seen that before? Texans defensive line could not get to Flacco last time. No sacks for him. This time they do. And the Browns go 3 and out. So after back-to-back touchdown drives, the Browns go 3 and out. They're going to have to punt deep in their own territory. You know, Patreon, YouTube, they're separate. I wish there was a way to integrate them. I really wish there was a way. But there's not, unfortunately. Try and check it on the stream at times during the Dolphins game while watching the Fins don't really go on my phone. That makes total sense. Look, there's a reason I don't do Jaguars games. Punt field at the 36 by King, brought down at the 43-yard line. So return of 7 yards. Texans, pretty decent field position. 43 yards in terms of net. Texans take over near midfield, leading it 17-14. They have not even done the defensive starters yet for the Browns? Oh, man. 3 and outs are illegal, yep. I've had membership to your channel before, was considering purchasing one, but worth for the free one. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for being a fan, and thank you for, you get a lot of cool perks with the memberships. And I guess the idea with the giving memberships is that people gift them, and then hopefully you keep them after. The first month is free. I should know. The first month is free. If you get gifted, it's free. After that, if you want to renew, you have to do that yourself. But the first month is free. Handoff, Pierce, his first carry of the day. Nothing doing, balled up. Disappointing season for Pierce so far. 2nd and 12. Pierce, a very good rookie season, one of the best rookies in football. Had a chance to potentially win Offensive Rookie of the Year. This season, obviously, not as good for Pierce. Lost his starting job to Singletary. Averaging under 3 yards a carry. That time he got blown up. 2nd and 11. The explosion is gone. Only platform lets you combine Patreon and YouTube is Discord. Okay, I will take a note of that. I might consider that. I've been thinking about getting a Discord. We'll see. Singletary, dump off. Nothing doing. Brought down the 41. J-O-K. A-OK on that one. 3rd and 12 at the 41. If Flacco wins, Watson gets a ring. Yeah, that would be a bit weird, but... Look, you're on the roster. You get a ring. You're in Canada, don't have Peacock. Yeah, you're good then. You're good then because you just get the game over the air. Joshua Rayborn with the 2-er. Thank you so much. Bills would have been a fun game if they played it. Oh, it would have been a fun game to be in the snow. But I get why they're not. I get why they're not. Again, it's not about the snow. It's not about the weather. It's more just about you can't get people to the game. You need to get people to the game and in the stadium. You need to make sure that Buffalo and the community are safe. And if it's unsafe to get people to the game, where people are going to get in accidents and potentially die and whatnot, you can't do it. They send forth Stroud. Has time. Going. Deep shot. Down the field. Busted coverage. Overthrown. Nico Collins, the intended target. Busted coverage. Stroud's had a very good game. He's going to want that one back, though. Nico Collins just got right behind the secondary on the fly route. Ronnie Hickman couldn't keep up with Nico Collins. The safety bit. And that ball just about 2 yards too far. Would have been a walk-in touchdown. Nico Collins' second touchdown of the game. Instead, they'll have to punt this one away. CJ Stroud, again, great season. That might be the worst throw he's had as a pro. At the 10-yard line, fair catch made. He's going to want that one back. I'll put it that way. There's American football in Saudi Arabia? I did not know that. That's awesome. Anytime football is in different countries, I love that. I love when the sport grows like that. I'm excited for the Olympics for that reason, 2028. Flag football. I'm excited for that. $17-14. Again, we're doing all 6 games this week. We are doing the game. We're doing the game later today between the Dolphins and the Chiefs. We're doing that one. Let me just take care of some business really, really quick, and then we'll be good to go. So I just got to take care of this really, really quick. My apologies. My apologies. Just got to take care of this really quick, and then we'll be good to go. There we go. All right. There it is. All right. Not have a question. Top 3 baseball play-by-play ever. All right. Scully's got to be 1. Scully has to be 1. Vince Scully's number 1. I liked Al Michaels a lot, too. In his prime. Costas used to be good, but he got very preachy at the end. Got very preachy. He's terrible now. He's terrible now. But he used to be very good. He used to be very good. I don't know. I mean, definitely Scully at the top. Definitely Scully at the top. Best pizza of the NFL is Little Caesars. Yeah, the horrible pizza. Horrible pizza. Papa John's is better. Papa John's. They used to be the sponsor, and it was so great because the Carolina Panthers had a deal back in 2015 where if they won a game, you got 50% off your pizza. And as a college kid, that was the year the Panthers went 15-1. You don't even want to know how much Papa John's I ate that year. Spence with a 2-er. Is Peacock the reason Miami-Kansas City was not postponed? No. The reason that wasn't postponed was because you could play the game. It's going to be cold, but no one's not going to be able to travel to the stadium. There's no snow blocking the roads. There's no public safety issues, nothing like that. Scorpion with the 10-er. Thank you so much. If the game where the guy drove the snowblower won the field for a field goal happened today. So, yeah, the snowplow game, the Patriots-Dolphins game, 1982, that game. Would it be a penalty and possibly a massive fine? It would be, probably it'd be a penalty and massive fine. It would probably be unsportsmanlike conduct. Because you're materially altering the game like that. You can't do that. I think it would definitely be a fine, definitely a penalty. You know, they're not going to postpone the Chiefs game just because, again, cold weather they can deal with. It's more of, you're not going to have the roads blocked. Handoff. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 4 to gain a 6. Get into the second level there. Harry Callis, Harry Curry, Vince Scully. Yeah, Callis is up there. Callis is up there for sure. Prediction for the Bears? I don't know what their quarterback situation is going to be like. I have no clue. I don't know what the quarterback situation is going to be like. So I can't do it just yet because I have no clue what the situation is going to be like for the Bears. Quarterback-wise. I have no clue. No clue whatsoever. 2nd and 4. Thank you for the donations, guys. Really, really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Yep, Cleveland 16. My apologies. Flacco over the middle, ball is caught. First down on the play. Down by Njoku with the 23-yard line. 3 catches today for Njoku. Having a pretty solid day so far at the 23-yard line. The William hung a football so bad he's good. There's something about... I don't know. There was something about watching... It's a guy that's so bad he's good. Chad Ryland. Probably Chad Ryland. There's something about watching him where it's like, how is this guy a kicker in the league? Like, he's so bad he's not even close. He makes you think, okay, I could do this. So that's it, Chad Ryland. Flacco, scrambling. He's going to look to take off and run. Sliding on the play. Want a late hit. Not going to get it. Down to the 24-yard line. 2nd and 8. Not getting, I think that's the right call to not throw the flag there. I think the hit came as he was going down. I don't think King could have pulled off reasonably in time. I think that's the right play. I think that's the right call. King was already lowering his shoulder before the... Yeah. King was already lowering his shoulder before it happened. King was already lowering the shoulder. Again, with a 2-er. Snowplow game was the most normal 1982 occurrence. You are not kidding on that one. You are not kidding there. The Snowplow game was the most normal occurrence that year. That year was bizarre. I mean, I could do like a whole video on 1982. Just like a whole 10-hour video. So much happened that year. 2nd down, Flacco, pocket collapses, thrown down the sideline, overthrown, incomplete pass. Thrown way out of bounds. 10, target Elijah Moore. There is a flag on the play. Has not been a lot of dirty laundry today, but get those flag emojis out. Mount Rushmore of worst owners. All time, Snyder, Culverhouse, illegal shift. We'll see. They're going to decline the penalty, which is probably the right play. 3rd and 8 for 2nd and 13. Probably the right call to decline it. Definitely Culverhouse. Definitely Snyder. Tepper's getting up there. Might be too early for Tepper, but he's getting up there. What was shown on TV in Baltimore after the Colts skipped town? What do you mean, like I guess news coverage, but... Oh, in terms of team? Probably Washington. Definitely Washington. Yeah, 5 Points had a great video on the worst owners. I saw the Liberty thing with 298 should be... Like, you don't have to post that. 298's terrible. For a cumulative team, they send 4. Flacco. That's a curl route. It's caught, but well short of the first down at the 30-yard line. Nelson on the stop. Brings up 4th and 2. So the Browns looking like they're going to have to punt this one away. So back-to-back drives ending in punts. 3rd and 7. No, it'd be 2nd and 13. Be 2nd and 13. Illegal shift's 5 yards. If it was 2nd and 18, you accept it. Njoku, 4 catches for him, but that's a nice tackle there by Nelson. Prevents him getting the first down. 6 minutes left in the first half. Texans getting the ball back, up by 3 points on this punt, 4th and 2. I don't like the rules for the Olympics flag football. No defense, only 1 rusher, no running back. Have they announced the rules? I didn't know they announced the rules because it's not for another 4 years. Corey on the punt. King back there to return. 4th and 2. Gets this one off. It's a high punt. Not a lot of distance, though. It's going to bounce out at the 28-yard line. A rough day for Corey. He had a 31-yard punt earlier today, and that one's not great either. That one marked at the 29-yard line. Just a 41-yard punt. No return on the play. Here's the ball to 29 when we get back. Yeah, 296. Unless everyone's taking organic chemistry, no, that's terrible. When I've taken the deal offered by Irsay to Art Modell, Colts saying for $40 million. I mean, personally, I'm taking $40 million any day of the week. But when I've taken the deal, probably not. The brand was probably too strong by that point. Having said that, if they didn't make the AFC Championship the previous year, and there was no real ties, like the Charlotte Bobcats don't really care about the Bobcats, then yeah, probably. Why does the NCAA allow Liberty to compete despite all the controversy with them? You think the NCAA cares about morals? That's funny. You think the NCAA cares about morals? I think the bigger one is the Georgia graduates like 40% of their student athletes on time. That's the big one. They don't care about that. 296 is not going to move the needle for them. If you own an NFL team, what would be the team name? What city would they play in? Ooh. If I owned a team. Man, if I owned a team. don't know, because, like, every city I've lived in has a team. So, like, I would like to see what a third team on Long Island would look like. A third team in New York. Play it on Long Island, just see what the heck happens. I would like to see that, just for fun. I guess team name? I have no clue. I have no clue. I would just like to see what the heck happens. But a third team in New York. Third team on Long Island. Just see what happens. I don't know what you call it, though. I don't know what you would call it. Matt Canada's their head coach. The New York Football Islanders. That would be interesting. Long Island Sounders. I've thought about that. I don't know if you go Long Island Sounders, though. I think Seattle Sounders would throw a fit over that name. West Virginia Venison. Ooh, I like it. New York Islanders FC. All right, first down the 29-yard line. Here we go. The end around to Mitchie. Mitchie looking for some space to the 35 down to the 37-yard line. 2 touches today for John Mitchie again. Heroic story. Didn't play last year because of Hodgkin's lymphoma. Gain of 8 there. 2nd and 2. Honestly, here's my thing. If you don't want to give it to Hamlin because he barely played, look, he came back from death, but if you don't want to give it to him because he barely played, he didn't do anything, fine. But then why is John Mitchell not being talked about then? I mean, he almost died. And he's actually playing. New York Pigeons. Ooh. New York Subway Surfers. 2nd and 1. Singletary bounces to the outside. He's got the first down. Thrown down at the 43-yard line by JOK. Not before a gain of 6. First down on the play. About 5 minutes left in this first half. Again, we're doing every game tonight. Portland will be a fun team. Jets on Long Island team. Yeah, they used to practice at Hofstra, named the Jets because they played at Shea. Yep. They were I meant like actual Long Island. Like just throw it in Huntington. Just see what the heck happens. Throw it in like Huntington and just see what the heck happens. First down. Played by Belmont. Nico Collins in the flat. Collins, first down. Tipped out on the sideline. Nico Collins in about to the 37-yard line. In plus territory. The Texans once again driving. Getting Nico Collins involved. Gain of 20 on the play. First down. I thought Delaware Clams are a team. Were they a team in the D-League or the G-League? The New York Freak Franks. The New York Red Sox. Look, we have the Boston Yanks. Let's go the New York Red Sox. OKC Oilers. Yeah, you'd be reusing the name, but it could work for Oklahoma City. First down, the 37-yard line. Should mark at the 44. This ball is caught by Xavier Hutchinson. His first grab of the day down to the 38. 2nd and 4. What's the one thing you hate the mainstream? What's the one thing that makes you hate mainstream? One thing? I want to make one thing. I think by far for me, it's that being first is more important than being right. We're seeing that a lot. I hate that. I hate that so much. 2nd 4. Send 3. Or 3 wide, I should say. Singletary. JOK on the stop. Loss of 1. And just people intentionally, outrage clicks. Like the thing that gets me is, when ESPN does... They put out this crazy hypothetical. Someone writes an article about a crazy hypothetical. It's never going to happen. Then they talk about it on their show. They made up this whole thing. And that's how they get their content. They just make up stuff that's never going to happen. And then they talk about it as a talking point to get people to watch their shows, and the cycle continues. Especially during the off-season. During the off-season, they have nothing to talk about. It's inconsequential stuff. It's not like they're not lying about anything, but it's these random hypotheticals. 3rd and 5. Stroud. Throwing, wobbling throw. Incomplete pass to 10 target Dalton Schultz. 2:25 left. We'll see what the Texans do here. They're kind of in no man's land. It'll be a 57-yard try from here for Fairbairn. There was a flag on the play. Pass interference on the defense. So hang on a second. We got a flag on the play. We got a flag on the play. Ronnie Hickman. He's had a rough game so far. Got blown by the last drive. Nico Collins probably should have had a touchdown. That is a flag. Are we... okay, from that angle, I didn't see... Okay, let's see this. Second angle, let's see. Yep, no, he took the shoulder. Nope, that's the right call. That's the right call. Got the shoulder pad. That's the right call. I didn't see on the first angle. That's actually the right call. That's the right call. So first down for the Texans, who said down to the 28-yard line. Handoff. Singletary. Singletary. Breaks a tackle. Singletary to the 15, 10, 5, out of bounds to the 4-yard line. Devin Singletary. Flag on the play, though. This one might be coming back. So get those flag emojis out if you're a member. Singletary, great effort to break the tackle. But holding on the play, Texans getting called for a 10-yard penalty. So back it up to the 38. Call that one on the guard, number 69, Shaq Mason. So Singletary break out of the tackle. It's had a pretty solid game so far. He's got a very good jump to get into the second level, but yeah, he threw him to the ground. I mean, he threw him to the ground. They're going to call that every time. Threw Taki to the ground. Just, yeah. That one's... Can't really complain about that one. Final play before the 2-minute warning. They don't have to get a playoff if they don't want to. 1st and 18. Ball's at the 35. Will they get a playoff? They will not. 2-minute warning coming up. Ball at the 35. And here we go. How do I feel about ESPN saying Aaron Rodgers wouldn't be appearing on Pat McAfee and then Rodgers appearing on it anyways the next day? What do you mean? Well, Rodgers, it's the reverse. It's the reverse. Rodgers appeared on it and then ESPN said he's not going to anymore. But that's only because he's only on during the regular season. Like that's the other thing. Like mainstream media, it's like, yeah, no, they never kick Pat McAfee off the show. They never kick Rodgers off the show. It's the end of the regular season. He's never on after the season. He's never on. That's by design. When I watch the Super Bowl, will I watch it on Nickelodeon? Yes and no. So here's the thing. I'm going to do a Nickelodeon review of the game that Tuesday. Monday, I'll watch the Super Bowl on Nickelodeon. Sunday, I'm watching it regular broadcast. I don't want to be spoiled by anything. I don't want to have it without any audio, be spoiled by anything. I want to go into it with a fresh set of eyes on Monday. Sunday, I'm just watching the ESPN feed. Or not the ESPN feed, the CBS feed. With all my buddies. He appeared on this past Thursday. He appeared on Thursday? Wait. I don't remember him appearing on Thursday. I remember him appearing on... He appears on Tuesdays. Am I missing something? He never appears after the regular season's over. McAfee won't be around too long. They need him. ESPN needs him. Unfortunately. ESPN needs him. I have a source that says they need him to push ESPN Bet. If they didn't have a betting program, different story, but McAfee converts people to ESPN Bet. So it's ride or die with him. Am I streaming tonight's game? Yes, I am. I'm streaming all the playoff games. Overtime tonight? We'll see. I'm not sure. It depends. Depends on what's happening. Probably have to order dinner then. Probably have to order like Papa John's or something on stream. How bad do you think the Aaron Rodgers trade will be for the Jets in the future? I mean, for the future, they're not giving up a whole lot. They gave up a second-round pick this year. It's not like the Russell Wilson trade where like they got a lot of money tied and they have like picks tied and like you mortgage your future that way. Like Herschel Walker went out. Like they didn't give up a whole lot, relatively speaking. That if we say he wouldn't appear on Tuesday anymore, he said that on Wednesday and then Rodgers for the following day. I did not know that. Well, when did Kimmel call him out? Because maybe that was... I have no clue. How's it going, next game? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm going to stream tonight's game. 1st and 18 balls at the 35-yard line. Browns have 1 timeout. Texans have 2. Gun clock's not really an issue for the Texans whatsoever. Texans do get the ball to start the half, so they can double up. No, Kimmel made a response. The pitch, Singletary down at the 37-yard line. Kimmel was 2 weeks ago, but then Kimmel made a response when he came back from break. I can't remember if that was Monday or Tuesday. 2nd and 20. Ball to 37. McAfee would be great for Fox NFL Sunday. That might be a situation of too many cooks. Because you got Gronk, you got McAfee. There might be too much energy. We should be here, man? No, we shouldn't. No, we don't deserve it. We don't deserve it at all. We do not deserve to be here. 2nd and 20. Ball to 37-yard line. 3 wide. Mack, the fullback. Now it's 2 wide. 2nd down. Stroud. He's got time. Clean pocket. Deep shot. Down the field. He's looking. Touchdown, Texans! 3 touchdown passes for C.J. Stroud today. That one goes to Dalton Schultz. Tight end had a bad drop earlier. Makes up for it there. Touchdown, Houston. They're pouring it on. C.J. Stroud, his playoff debut. He does not look like a rookie today. I can tell you that much. He does not look like a rookie. You want to know why he is probably the favorite for Offensive Rookie of the Year? That is why. Texans up by 2 scores. First time today, either side's went up by 2 scores. And they can get the ball and start the second half and double up potentially. They have a chance to not put this game out of reach by any means, but they have a chance with a defensive stop to really make things look good. Extra point by Fairbairn is good. 24-14. Browns have a timeout in their back pocket. They have plenty of time to drive down the field, make it a 1-score game, but they got to get something here. Last 2 drives ended in punts. This Cleveland Browns defense has been very good all season. And they played very well last time against the Texans. Granted, backup quarterbacks and everything. But this has been a very good defense for just about the entire season in Cleveland. Big reason why they're in this spot in the first place. So Browns defense, number 1 in the league in total yards allowed. Number 1 in the league in passing yards allowed. C.J. Stroud making him look silly right now, though. C.J. Stroud just making him look silly. 24-14 Texans. This would be a bit of an upset. I had the Browns winning this one. The spread, I think, was 3.5. It would be a bit of an upset. Ties the record for rookie record for most passing touchdowns in a playoff game. We're only in the first half. This game is nuts. Just found the stream. Thank you so much, Rob, for tuning in. Who do I want to win? I just want a good game, honestly. I just want a good game. This has been a fun game so far. I really have no rooting interest these playoffs. Now that my team is out, I really don't have anything against the Texans. I don't. Look, the Colts I have something against. The Titans I have something against. I don't have anything against the Texans. They've done nothing else. They've done nothing. I really don't have anything against them. Now, if it gets to a point where they're in the conference championship and there's going to be possibly 4 teams left that have never made the Super Bowl, I mean, lines are different, but I don't want the Texans to make before us, but I really don't care who wins this game. Just want a fun game. If the Saudis start an alternative football league in the U.S. to compete with the NFL, how would their league do? Terribly. Absolutely terribly. Absolutely terribly. First down to 25. They send 4. Flacco over the middle of the field. Ball is caught down to the 44-yard line. Catch there made by Amari Cooper. Just his 2nd grab of the day. Texas did a pretty good job keeping him in check. He's catches 35 yards receiving today. The problem is that you have to uproot all these players from America to Saudi. It's a lot different from uprooting from like a European country to Saudi. Plus, Europe, there's so many different soccer leagues you can play in. America, there's really only one. People wouldn't do it. Cooper, comeback route, incomplete. No flag on the play. Stingley on the coverage, 2nd and 10. Stafford at TV analyst? Probably. Probably pretty good. Yep, they're actually putting a game on Peacock, yep. Subscription to Peacock. I know you can get like a 7-day trial. The Peacock subscription thing, I know that, I think for the Bills-Chargers game, they got 12 or 13 million people for that game, so potentially. Now, I should know, I did mention this in my pregame video. Riley Patterson, not the strongest leg. Probably have to get to the 33-yard line to try it. Most kickers got to get to the 43. Patterson probably gets to the 33 because he doesn't have the strongest legs. 2nd down. Flacco has a step in the pocket. Avoid the sack. Cannot. Down the 35. Down the 35-yard line. The Browns will not call a timeout. Shows how much they respect the Houston offense potentially driving down the field. They're not calling timeout. 3rd and 19. 2 sacks today for the Texans after having none the last time they played. It is Jonathan Grenard. 12.5 sacks this season. 13, 12, 11. Now you figure the Browns will call a timeout. They're not. This is a weird strategy. They're not even going to try anything. Wow. I don't know about that one. I get not taking the timeout right away just because Texans can move the ball deep down the field. I get you don't want to give them an extra possession. I get that. But with 10 seconds, you're not going to try something? You got a first down, you can try a field goal. I don't know about that one, folks. I don't know about that one. What's the worst going to happen with 10 seconds? Well, Texans do timeouts. I get why the Texans call timeout. Texans, I get why the Texans didn't call timeout. You get the ball to start the second half. You can double up. You're up by 10 points. Yeah, why give the Browns that momentum? Interesting clock management. Not by the Texans. I get the Texans call. The Browns, I don't get why with 10 seconds you want to take a timeout. Either way. 24-14 is your score. Houston. Who would have saw this coming at the start of the season? The Houston Texans. DeMeco Ryans, first-year head coach. They had a Bill O'Brien. Then they fired him midway through 2020. New head coach David Culley, 21. Lovey, 22. They're on their 5th head coach if you count interims in 4 years. And now 30 minutes away from making it to the divisional round. Up by 10. Let's see. Who do you think wins this game? Let me know your thoughts. Who wins? Browns or the Texans? Let me know who you think is going to win this game. Vote in this poll that I'm about to put out. Again, as a reminder, if we hit 250, I'll wear whatever jersey you want me to for the next stream. Next stream, I am wearing the Joe Montana Chiefs jersey. I got to get that from the mailbox after this stream is done. We're in Joe Montana Chiefs. We're very close to that 250. Everything resets after the stream, so everything goes back to 0 after this one. Just keep that in mind. Texans up 24-14. 72% of you were on the Browns at the start, but I want to see those numbers might look a bit different now. They might look just a wee bit different now. You know, kickoff Texas, that's supposed to be on the screen. Kickoff's supposed to be on the screen because that's going to be the first play of the next quarter. Let's look at some halftime stats. And Texans up by 10 points. Dominant showing offensively for the Texans. CJ Stroud, what a debut he's had. 3 touchdown passes, 236 yards. Probably should have had 4 touchdown passes. He overthrew Nico Collins on a play earlier. He's having a great game. Devin Singletary over 5 yards to carry Nico Collins. 4 catches, 86 yards. Texans defensive line doing a very good job stopping the run. Just 2.7 yards per carry for Cleveland today. And Joe Flacco's been sacked twice. Amari Cooper, not a whole lot, especially compared to the last time. Maybe the best game by any receiver in the NFL when they met about a month ago. 11 catches, 265, 2 touchdowns. Today, just 2 for 33. The tight end's doing a lot. And Njoku Bryant, each of 6 catches combined for about 100 yards. No one else really stepping up on the offensive side of the ball. Gregory Allman with the 5-er. Texans got a Super Bowl. Texans got a Super Bowl. I don't know what the saying would be. If Drew is a Texan fan, I don't even know how that would work. I don't know how that would work. I know calling a game on the radio. I did not know that, but that makes sense, seeing as he's not calling any games on CBS this year for the playoffs, which kind of stinks. Yeah, if the Saudis start a football league in the U.S. to compete with the NFL, how would it do? It'd be terrible. And here's why. In soccer, it's just the norm that you travel. There are a bunch of different soccer leagues out there, close to home and whatnot. In football, there's only the NFL, and you're not leaving America to go play in Saudi Arabia. You're just not. I might be saying like live is different, but you're traveling a lot in golf too. It's a lot of international players in live. You're not going to get people to uproot their lives from America to go to Saudi Arabia to play football. People dream of playing in front of hundreds of millions of... People dream of playing in front of hundreds of thousands of people and whatnot. Saudi, you wouldn't get that. You wouldn't get that. The atmosphere, the players would not want it. Thoughts on the NFL ESPN deal? I hate it. I think we are getting very dicey in terms of journalistic integrity. If the NFL and ESPN are in ties with each other, we're not going to get any good reporting from ESPN. We're not going to get any good reporting. I think it is a very bad situation when you have a media company that could have a stake in the NFL. Especially because they've already got a betting thing. You already got a betting thing, and now you're going to have a stake in the NFL. I don't know what good reports we're going to get. Did Minshew have a good year? Yeah, I would say so. I don't see why he wouldn't have. I don't see how you can't say he hadn't had a good year. See, the guy, no, but you can't say he didn't have a good year. I think he had probably the best year of his career. Just from everything I've watched. Return to NFL Europe? Probably not. Probably not. I think the NFL... they have a European league already right now. It's not sponsored by the NFL. I mean, we could see NFL teams in Europe. I think that's definitely a possibility. But an NFL European League, I think that ship has sailed. We'll be back soon. Gym time. All good, Zach. Thank you for tuning in. And 24-14. We got about 9 minutes left until we start the second half. Again, we're doing Chiefs Dolphins. That game's on Peacock. Worst radio broadcast ever? I have no clue on that. What happened with the NFL and ESPN? Basically, ESPN is going to buy... They're gonna... ESPN's gonna buy a stake in the NFL. Or no, the NFL's going to have a league equity. They're going to have equity in ESPN. Other way around. That's what I meant. Spend sports with it too, or why does Nick Adams hate Goodell? Because Goodell has never been spotted at Hooters. That's why. He's never been spotted at Hooters. Have you seen Goodell at Hooters? I've never seen him at Hooters. That's why. Am I doing overtime after Dolphins Chiefs? We'll see. I have no clue. Depends on my voice. Depends on what happens in these games. We'll see. Not sure. Leave it up to the air. If I do one, I'll probably have to order dinner on the air. Yeah, NFL buying controlling interest in ESPN. Yeah. The 07 blue and gold Eagles Olds jersey. All right, let me see if they have those. Do they have those? Philadelphia Eagles. Those jerseys were something else. Philadelphia Eagles blue jersey. Oh, they do. All right, yeah. All right, if we get 250, we'll do that. Great video today. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was. So I was gonna put out that video on Friday, and I fell asleep while working on the script and editing. Working on the script, and I was like, wait a sec, like there's a lot here to dissect. So I was like, you know what? Let's make this a documentary. I didn't expect to make it a documentary. I really did not expect to make it a documentary at all. And then everything just kind of fell in place. I'm like, okay, well, I have to tell this part. I have to tell this part. And the doc's doing really well. Vrabel and Belichick. I think Belichick goes to, honestly, I think Atlanta. And Vrabel, I'm going to say the Chargers. Yeah, the doc's doing very well right now. The view duration is really good. Views are really good. I'm enjoying it. You guys seem to be enjoying it too, so thank you so much. Oh, Saudi decided to start a league to compete. Oh, to compete with the NFL play in American markets. Oh, okay. That'll be a bit more interesting. That one could be some competition. That one, if you build the stadiums and do it right and go in markets that don't have teams, that could be a bit more interesting. Yes, that I could see would be a threat to the NFL. The money they would throw, that could be a threat. Yeah, that would be a concern. That would be like, you're talking like, that would be the biggest real threat since the USFL. That I could see as a threat. Dumb decision time? I don't know about dumb decision time, but I don't agree with the call. I don't agree with the call that the Browns made. 10 seconds left, call a timeout. Why not? Why not call a timeout? You get a first down, you get a field goal possibly. Yeah, long forward docs turn out they turned out really well. I have one coming out soon about a game between the Lions and the Cowboys. I was gonna put that out a few weeks ago, but it just never got around to recording and editing it just because I was flying back. I had a flight delay, and I was gonna do it last week, and my voice was shot. But now I'm waiting to see if the Lions and Cowboys play each other in the divisional round. If that happens, we'll put it out. Might do 2 long-form docs. I like these long-form docs. I really do. You guys really like them? The views are pretty good on those. They grow a lot. I like the long-form docs, and there's a lot of stuff that I like to do. What took Houston so long to get sports teams? I don't know if it took them that long. Really, the 1960s, no one was going to Texas beforehand. You have to remember, travel, a lot of it was East Coast. A lot of it was East Coast. There's a reason for that, because we didn't really have commercial travel through planes. It was a lot of riding on trains to go to games and whatnot. It's very different. So you kind of had to keep it regionalized. You couldn't go past Missouri. Once you could, and population started growing on the West Coast, or western part of the country, then yeah. What coach was I most surprised to see on dumb decisions? Yeah, Steichen I was shocked by. His worst decision of the year came at the worst possible time. Yeah, Dungy was, insane. like, what he said is even true. Like, the ratings are going up. And people are getting disenchanted because of a fan watching the sport. Like, come on. Texans played the Ravens? Yeah, they played them in 2012 in the divisional round. Turner isn't where he is. Speedy. It's not from the 80s. It's not the 12 men on the field. It's not the Lions Cowboys from the 80s. It's not the 12 men on the field play. Any instances where pregame analysts were completely biased? Many, many times. Oh, man, many times. Too many times to count. Too many times to count. Yeah, they meant 2011. That was the, did I say 2012 divisional? I did not mean to say that. That was obviously the double overtime Mile High Miracle. 2011 divisional. That was Jacoby Jones' fumble. Would it force a merger? I don't know about that. I don't know if it would force a merger. It depends on how much talent the NFL loses. The NFL might just wait to see if the Saudis go under. They might just wait to see if they back out or if they completely fold the league. Glad to listen to instead of Dungy. Thank you so much. Yeah. Now Dungy, he just doesn't offer any insight either. He doesn't offer any insight. NBA wants to be on 2 over-the-air networks for the next TV deal. It makes sense. Makes sense. Over-the-air it's better for ratings. More exposure. I hope Torino will get a flight out today from KC to Detroit. That shouldn't be a problem. I mean, is it that bad of a drive, worst case scenario? I honestly don't know. Could you pull it off? Oh no, it's 11 hours sim, you couldn't pull it off. You couldn't pull it off. You'd probably get a flight out. Favorite non-Jags game of the year? Ooh. Favorite non-Jags game of the year? Cowboys Seahawks was fun. Cowboys Seahawks was fun. I don't know if that's my favorite one, but Cowboys Seahawks was a lot of fun. I don't know if that's my favorite, but that was a fun game to watch. Eagles Bills was also really, really fun. Which San Diego upset would have been bigger in the 90s? 98 World Series or Super Bowl 29? Ooh. I would say 98 World Series because the Yankees were one of the greatest teams of all time, and winning 4 out of 7 is tougher than winning 1 game. I would say that. Hey, NBA definitely has room for growth. There's no way they don't. NBA has a lot of room for growth. Yeah, Texans Saturday wildcard game has come a long way since Connor Cook against Brock Osweiler. Yep. Someone tells me the Texans might not be playing Saturday 4:30 anymore. They keep drawing fans like this, playing exciting football like this. Can sports go to 40? Yeah, I think the NFL will at some point. NHL probably will at some point. They're at 32. 40 makes a ton of sense. Would you have to call Rams Cowboy or Rams Lions from Kansas City like they did in 2020 wild card from his house because of close contact? Probably not. Probably not. They'll figure it out. He'll get out. He'll get out in time. He'll get out in time. It's not gonna be an issue. I'm closing the poll here. We got about a minute left before we start this second half. Texans getting the ball to start up 24-14. I think I might have mistimed the timer there. Because now we're underway. The kickoff by Patterson. Patterson's kick. It's going to be fielded. End zone touchback. So ball at the 25-yard line. Yeah. NHL could decline. Maybe MLB. MLB is a bit on the decline right now with ratings. I mean, they went up from previous years, but who knows? Who knows? For every one good thing Rob Manfred does, you get about 3 others that destroy the sport. More likely to happen. Lions Texans or Cowboys Texans? Lions Texans for 2 reasons. Number 1, we don't know what the Lions can do against the Niners, but we know what the Cowboys can do against the Niners. And number 2, Mike McCarthy. That's why. First down, handoff up the middle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Texans offense firing all cylinders in that first half. This is the Browns defense that, again, number 1 in the league in yards allowed. One of the best in football. The best in football, maybe. By that metric, at least. The Chargers Colts playoff video reminded me of how much Peyton Manning did to the Colts brand. Oh, he did so much to the brand. He did so much to the brand. Really, no one wanted to televise that game. No one wanted that game. And that was the marquee game. No one wanted that one. Chargers were like the least popular defending runner-up. And the Colts, no one cared about the Colts. On the flat, caught by John Mitchie for the gain of 12. First down on the play. Newsome on the takedown at the 37-yard line. Oh, God. Whew, whew. Chat's getting spicy. Chat is getting spicy. Oh, boy. Whew. Whew, I'm playing matchmaker right now. First down, the 37-yard line. Worst QB matchup of all time. I mean, John Skellen against Mark Sanchez was pretty bad. Easton Stick, Aiden O'Connell's up there. The pitch out. It was a Singletary. Singletary bottled up. Gain of maybe 1 on the play. 2nd and 10. Again, Browns' run defense not good in the first half. They allowed about 5 yards a carry. So far, 2 carries for Singletary, no yards. That'll be slow. He's getting some interviews right now. Titans are interviewing him for their head coaching position. He could get a job. He could absolutely get a job, especially considering what he's done with C.J. Stroud this season. Burn your game, they dip. It's all good. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, Indiana was all basketball formatting. All right, 2nd 10 balls at the 37-yard line. Yeah, the Colts stick him out of nowhere in 95. And really, that should have been a Super Bowl appearance. Really, a 4th and 3 stop. Swing pass, caught by Hutchinson. Hutchinson down at the 41-yard line, 42-yard line, brought down on the play by D'Anthony Bell. Really, if they make the stop on 4th and 3 with 2 minutes left, they go to the Super Bowl. The Hail Mary, that almost was caught. Really, I got to give the refs credit for not calling that a catch. Because that was a tough play. And there was no instant replay back then. From every other angle, that looked like a catch. From just that one angle where it didn't look like a catch. And that was obviously the right call. The Colts did come out over in 87. I mean, they were 0-13 in 86 to start off. So, yeah. 3rd and 3. Browns going to get a stop here near midfield. Browns send 4. Spin move. Drag route caught, but well short of the sticks. Nico Collins. Nothing doing there. Browns defense gets a big stop. It's Newsome. Excuse me, it's JOK on the stop. Feeling okay after that one. 4th and 3. Any videos about relocations almost happened? Yes, we did a video on the Eagles moving to Phoenix. There'll be more relocation videos like that coming up. But, let me put the link in there if you want to see it. Eagles moving to Phoenix. Did a video of that. BW Fog with the 5. Thank you so much. If Eagles do a dumb decisions, would I title it "What the hell are you doing?" in honor of the Eagles fan who uttered the phrase "laying the game between the Giants and Maybe. Maybe. I might just do like the Always Sunny reference, like the gang botches a call. I might do that. Fair catch at the 15-yard line. Might do that. We'll see. Cameron Johnson on the punt. Fair call at 15. Flag on the play. 43-yard punt, no return, but again, we'll see what the flag is. And Nico Collins, phenomenal season. If you want to talk most improved player, he's up there. He is up there. How can the Packers choke exactly? They're playing with house money. No, they can't choke. If you're a 7 seed, you can't choke. Unless you have the lead or something. Yeah, they're gonna get the Texans for holding. They're gonna get Texans for holding. Agumba Wale, the former Jaguar running back. Ismail's going to be on Houston. See what the Browns do here again. The punt's at the 15-yard line as things stand. I think it's going to be offsetting penalties. It's going to be offsetting penalties, it looks like. Was 2023 a collapse for the Dolphins? I mean, they made the playoffs. I would say it's a collapse, but it's not like a monumental collapse. Illegal formation on the defense and holding on the offense. So replay the down. It's funny, if Agumba didn't hold there, Texans have a first down. It's a 5-yard penalty. Yeah, just said to move his arms a little bit closer to the ball and the Colts would have gone to Super Bowl. Yeah, they would have been whacked by Dallas. They would have been whacked very, very hard by Dallas. But sure, NBC was happy about that. NBC was happy they got Steelers-Cowboys because the ratings were a lot better than Colts-Cowboys would have been. NBC probably was on cloud 9. You got Steelers-Cowboys, and you get Friends as the lead-out program. They were on cloud 9. Worst team in the NFL now? Panthers. Easily Panthers. Titans-Dolphins was a fun game. Titans-Dolphins was a fun game. That's in my top 10. I would say best game of the year was Jaguars-Texans. Jaguars-Texans was a great game. Bad refereeing. Clay Martin was the ref in that game as a ref here, but I think Jags-Texans was the best game of the season. Completely unbiased. That was such a fun game. Johnson, let's try this again on the punt. Flag on the play. False start. Back him up 5. 4th and 8. If the Bears and Cardinals ever made the conference championship, what nickname would I give them, considering they're the 2 oldest teams in the league and both have NFL championships? Well, I wasn't even thinking that angle. I was thinking the Chicago angle, because they both played in Chicago. The Windy City Clash? The Windy City Wayback Clash? Yeah, I got that. Windy City Wayback Clash. WC squared. 4th and 8. Gonna punt this one away. Let's try this again. 3rd time's the charm. Johnson gets this one off. This one is a bad punt. It goes out of bounds. No return on the play. At the 15-yard line. So after all that, still at the 15-yard line. Not the best punt, but not the worst. First half for the Browns, we got back 24-14. Hey, Claymore likes being on TV. Yep. How's it going, Pikachu? Welcome to the stream. Should there be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty if a team gets 3 false starts in a row? I would say so. I would put a rule in, too, that if you get back-to-back false starts when you're at the 1-yard line, it's automatic safety. Do we even know what the lead-out program is going to be this year on CBS? Is it going to be that tracker show? They've done a terrible job promoting, because it's like everything is after the Super Bowl. It's like, why? Just, if everything is after the Super Bowl, then nothing is. Tracker is going to be the one. Yeah, it's going to be Tracker. Whatever the heck this is. I just don't, because like everything that CBS promoting is saying, this show is coming back after the Super Bowl. Okay, so there's like 20 different shows coming back. Which one's the lead-out program? Favorite football commercial? Football on your phone. Football on your phone is a classic. I'll trade you 24 hours of weather this week if I could. Oh, I mean, Phoenix it's cold, right? Colder. You can't really say cold. It's like 50, but it's nice. It's nice. Will Jacksonville ever get MLB franchise? Probably not. Probably not. AFC Championship game has to be the highest attended game at Bank of America Stadium. I don't know. AFC Championship usually doesn't draw great crowds at Bank of America unless it's Clemson or one of the North Carolina teams. Your Next Level Chef was a flop. Like, the ratings didn't jump. Like, the show is still on, but the ratings didn't jump. I don't get the point of showing Next Level Chef. I really don't get the point. A fake story about the Puppy Bowl. Ooh. Just like Puppy Bowl controversy? Coach gets fired or something? NCIS Anchorage. I actually watched that. Like, you have to do that in Alaska? Like, I would actually watch that. 31 with sleet and snow. Ooh, that's bad. See, that's like the worst weather. Rain is fine, snow is fine, sleet is like, it's just ugly. You don't know what to do. How's it going, FFB? Welcome to the stream. Am I surprised the Chiefs Dolphins are still playing? No, because again, you're not going to, it's not about people are going to be able to get to the game. There's no issue with people getting to the game and whatnot. There's no issue. It's just going to be cold. Jacksonville MLS? I could see that. Depending on the success of this new team, I could see that. First down, Flacco, play action. They send 4. Flacco just going to dump it off to Bell for his 3rd grab of the day down to the 22-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Yeah, the Geico K-Men are back. Geico needs ideas at this point because 2023 was a rough year for Geico. I mean, their ads fell off a cliff in 2023. They used to be very good. 2023, they fell off a cliff. K-Men, you always bring them back. Just don't give them a TV show. Just don't give them a TV show. I like your video about the tiebreaker in the late 60s being longest without a division title. Thank you so much. I left a lengthy comment about rural Wisconsin high school basketball had 4 home playoff games. Oh, man. I did not know that. I got to check that out. Punishing success is not good. I agree. Don't punish success. Don't punish success. What happened last season's last season. Don't use that as a tiebreaker for this season. Njoku over the middle, gain a 10, first down. New Mexico, San Diego State on CBS a few hours ago. They were advertising so many shows returning after Super Bowl. Yeah. It's crazy, like which one's returning when? We don't know which one's returning when. And like I love when they're promoting this like some like heroic story, like some inspirational story. I love that. Like, no, you were part of the reason that we're in this mess in the first place. You can't create the problem, or at least be partly responsible for the problem, and then say, oh, look, we got your solution. All your favorite shows are back that we took away from you because we couldn't get a deal with our actors. Look, everything's back now. You're welcome. Don't you miss us? It's like, are Are you kidding me? Say what? Yeah, that they were running out of ideas when they did that. Rob Gronk. Yeah, I saw Gronk's going to do the redemption for the FanDuel. Yes, I did see that. The fact you can bet on the kick, I'm very skeptical about it. I'm very skeptical about it. Seems like you could easily rig that. First down, 2 wide. On the near side. Handoff. This one goes to Hunt. Hunt 2 touchdowns today. This time goes down to the 38-yard line. 2nd and 4. Of the MLS teams that play in NFL stadiums, who works best with the NFL host? Oh, easily the Sounders. Easily. Because that stadium was built for soccer, too. It's easily Seattle. Atlanta's up there, but New England's the worst. Seattle's the best. What does Geico stand for? I have no clue. Second and 4. Handoff. This one goes to Ford. Ford, nothing doing. Balled up at the 39-yard line. Nice tackle there by Will Anderson. The other first-round pick they had. He's had a very good season when he's been healthy. 7 sacks this season. He's been very good for Houston. Gets a stop there. 3rd and 3. Probably would be Defensive Player of the Year if he played more games. Probably would be. He's had a bit of injury luck, but I like him a lot. They really hit their draft out of the park. I should know, also, this game is interesting for draft implications. A bizarre game, and I'll talk about that after this play. 3rd and 2. Flacco at the 39-yard line. They got 1 wide. Flacco. Play action. They send 4. Flacco has some time. Going to fire over the middle of the field. Wobbling throw. Caught by Cooper at the 45-yard line. 3rd grab of the day for Coop. It's a first down at the Houston 45. So again, the thing with this game is that the Texans got a first-round pick from the Browns from the Deshaun Watson trade. They traded one of those picks to the Cardinals. They traded away their own pick to the Cardinals, not the Browns pick. We all thought that was a stupid move at the time because we thought Texans probably top 5 pick. But if the Texans win this game, the Texans will have the Browns pick, which will be in the 19 to 24 range. Texans lose this game, the Browns pick is going to be in that 25-32 range. So they actually helped their draft stock by winning this game. You don't really see that. Not that anyone cares about the draft, but just a weird little quirk of this one. Play action, screen pass. Goes to Ford. Flag on the play, probably for the block. So probably back him up 10. How many CSIs and NCIs have they made so far? Probably 10. It's going to be holding on the Browns, so back up to the Cleveland 45. The unprecedented FCS dynasty of North Dakota State winning 9 championships in 12 years. I could do that. I just don't know what I would add to the story. I don't know what I could add to that. Eight, jeez. They made 8 of those? Wow. All right, 1st and 20. And Browns down by 10. This is their first drive of the quarter. First drive of the second half. I forgot to change the score. Oh, man. That's a bad whiff on my end. I typed on the wrong thing. It should be 3rd quarter. My apologies. 1st and 20. Ford. The running back. You got 3 wide, 2 on the far side, 1 on the near side. Texans send 4. Flacco's got time. Going to fire on the middle field. Get some of that yardage back at the 50-yard line. Catch on the play there made by David Bell. Catch number 4 for him today. Again, 1 catch the last time these teams met. Getting him involved a bit more. 2nd 15. Operation Flagship? Maybe. Maybe that's an interesting story. Browns have no chance? I don't know about no chance. Look, they score here. It's a 1-score game. Again, this is the 4-5 battle. We don't know who they would play. If the seeds hold, you'd have a date against Baltimore. 2nd and 15 at the 50-yard line. Flacco in the shotgun. I think Anderson might have got a bit of a good jump there. No flag over the middle of the field. Ball called once again by Bell. You can ring his bell down to the 34-yard line. First down on the play. They're going to have to change the snap count, though. They're going to have to change the cadence because Will Anderson got a phenomenal jump. They're going to have to change that cadence because Anderson has been a menace on this drive. And he got a very good jump there. I love the Cowboys. Yeah, I do not. Bernard goes to the sideline. First down the 34-yard line. In field goal range, potentially. One back in the backfield. Njoku at tight end. Flacco has to get rid of it, and he will throw it over the middle of the field, and that's intercepted! No one home, picked up by Nelson! Nelson to the 40! Nelson's got a convoy! Nelson! Nelson! He's gonna walk in for a touchdown! Flacco, what are you doing? Nelson with the pick six! Steven Nelson with the pick six! That might send the Texans to the divisional round. Joe Flacco hit on the throw, and no one even remotely close. Pressure there forced by Derek Barnett. The Texans acquired him off of waivers. What an impact he has made so far. Has a sack, has the hit that forced the errant throw. Derek Barnett in the playoffs, shining again. Fairbairn. Extra point. This to make it a 3-score game, and it is 31-14. That's about a 14-point swing right there, potentially. Browns could have made it a 1-score game, and now their backs are against the wall. Joe Flacco. What a bad time to make a mistake. First turnover of the game. And let's get those crusty emojis out. What the hell was that? Unbelievable. Steven Nelson with the pick six. Ended this game with 4 picks. It's the first time in his career he has found the end zone on a pick six. He's been in this league since 2015. That's the first time. He's going to remember that one for a while. No, I don't think the Browns count on this Texans team. This Texans defense playing lights out right now. I did not see this coming. I really did not. Yeah, division round games, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, that'll be Sunday. Yeah. So my guess is that you're going to have this game 4-5, unless Pittsburgh pulls off a shocking upset. My guess is if you're a Texan fan or Browns fan, bank on your team playing Baltimore Saturday. Yeah, so it's going to be Bills against 3-6 on Sunday. Probably going to be that anyway. Bills Chiefs you get. That was always going to be the marquee game. And then you're going to have the Eagles Bucks winner. Seeds hold, it would be the Niners. If not, it'd be the Cowboys, probably. The AT&T commercial on the plane was amusing the first million times. You know what I don't get about the plane commercial? You know what I don't get? I'd be really annoyed if I was part of AT&T. I'd be really annoyed that you're not going to spend money improving your services, but you're going to spend money on that ad. How much money did it cost to get Keegan-Michael Key? He could not have been cheap. How much money did it cost? He says nothing! He says nothing in the commercial! Like, what purpose does he serve? He doesn't do anything. He's just there. You probably paid him 6 figures to just sit there. And it's not even part of the joke. It's not even part of the joke. It's not even for like a gag or anything. He just sits there. He does nothing. You know how much money? That's an extra employee you could have paid. That's, I don't know, some better service you can get. No, you're going to pay Keegan-Michael Key to do nothing. Like, what am I missing? Seriously, what am I missing? It's not even that the joke doesn't work. If the joke didn't work, that's a different story. That happens. You take chances in comedy. If the joke doesn't work, the joke doesn't work. It's all good. But you paid him all this money to do nothing. Yeah, the commercial on the plane, yeah. You paid him all this money to do literally nothing. Like, can you imagine that if, like, you got laid off by AT&T? It's like, okay, wait, you're not going to pay my salary, but you're going to pay Keegan-Michael Key to just sit there? I'm like, come on. And again, it's not like the commercial's bad. The commercial is bad. Kickoff touchback. But it's more the idea that you're going to spend all this money to get a big-time celebrity cameo, and the cameo doesn't do anything. It's so stupid. That ad ticks me off. There are some ads that, like, I like. There's a lot of ads I don't like this year. This has not been a good year for advertising in the NFL. There's some that tick me off. That one ticks me off. In terms of, you paid all that money for nothing. Like, at least have him do something. If you're going to spend 6 figures to get him, it's probably what his appearance fee is. At least have him do something. First down, and the flat ball is caught by Bell, his 5th catch of the day, out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Pushed out by King. Browns need to score here, down by 3 scores, obviously, after the Flacco pick 6. We've got a $5 from Michael Jensen. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it, man. So having that stars and ball today, now the defense shows up. Happy for the kid. Hopefully he just protects the ball to the end. I think he will, yeah. Look, he doesn't have to do a whole lot from this point on. Just take care of the ball, be smart. It's not like he's throwing any dangerous passes today. Had that one throw in double coverage earlier in the game, but other than that, nothing really crazy. He should be okay. Ball on the flat ball is caught. Bell, once again, getting him involved a lot today. Gain of 5, 3rd and 1. Yeah, but at least Lily does something in the ad. Look, Lily, whether you like her or not, at least she does something in the ad. At least she has a role. My problem is not that the ad's bad, because there are many bad ads. Like, Lily, at least you pay her and she acts. She does something. She has lines. She has a purpose. Keegan-Michael Key could have been filled in by any extra. You could pay the extra nothing. Whenever you're paying Keegan-Michael Key probably 6 figures. Kareem Hunter has a bounce to the outside. Nothing doing. And now the Browns have a decision maker, down by 3 scores. It's 4th and 1. I know you're pinned deep. Texans run defense playing lights out the second half. Do you go for it? Time is running out. You're down by 3 scores. You need a yard. Might be 4th and 2. They're going to leave the offense out there. This might be do or die. Is Flacco's pick worse than Ernest Barr's fumble? No. The pick, I don't know if that would have made a difference in the game. The fumble cost my shot at the Super Bowl. 5 on the play clock. Got to get this off. Flacco, take the snap. 4th and 2. Flacco, look at him on the field. Picked off! This might go all the way too! Back-to-back pick 6s! The Texans are pouring it on! It is Christian Harris! The Joe Flacco comeback story comes to an excruciating end. 37-14 Texans. It's all falling apart. Joe Flacco, back-to-back picks. Christian Harris just sitting on that curl route all the way, intended for Harrison Bryant, just sitting on that one. Steven Nelson with the pick 6. Christian Harris, his first pick of the season. What a time for him to get it. Extra point, Fairbairn, good. 38-14. Oh, man, the Browns have to be furious if the Titans pulled off the upset last week. They have to be furious. Oh, man. I don't know if you can match Flacco. I don't know who you have afterwards. This is bad, folks. This is bad. Back-to-back pick 6s. Shades of the Buccaneers-Browns game from '89 when Testaverde threw back-to-back pick 6s. Oh, man. $38-14. Again, we're doing the game tonight. We are doing the game tonight, the Peacock game between the Chiefs and the Dolphins. The response to your what was your comment about? I said chat's been flying by. 2 pick 6 of heaven. What was your comment? I forget like who says what. I swear people get rich by just seeing how I'm going to bet the opposite. Yeah. I did say I was worried about the Texans defense this game after how good the Browns played last time. Yeah, those concerns are gone. Joe Flacco, an absolute stinker in the second half. Back-to-back pick 6s. Now it's still a 3-score game. We've seen some crazy comebacks before. I think very astute fans will remember that just because it's 38-14 doesn't mean it's over. I can't remember any other upset where a team came back from down 38-14 in the playoffs late in the third quarter. So it's not over. It's not over. Remember, if you're a Giants fan, remember what happened 20 years ago. Giants played the Niners in the 0-2 wildcard round. Giants up 38-14 with 18 minutes to go in that game. The Niners came back and won 39-38. So it's clearly, there's precedent. It could happen, but it's not looking pretty. Isaac Cobbs with the $5. Thank you so much. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. This is the loudest Texans fans have cheered since the 80-yard Watt pick six. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got me on cloud nine. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Texans concern me going forward. They really do. Because the Jags are a team in absolute limbo with no identity, a lot of feuding, with a bad GM, bad coaching, and the Texans are doing this. They have their franchise quarterback. They have everything. Offensive-minded head coach or defensive-minded? I would say offensive-minded. Usually offensive-minded coaches have more success in today's NFL. Do we need to put your... I'm not sure what that means. Texans blow this one to laugh on that. Oh, I will too. It would be objectively hysterical, but it's not going to happen. Though again, 24 point, 38-14. First down to 25. Flacco just dumps it off. Flacco's not really taking any deep shots right now. Flacco, there's nothing opening down the field. This stinking dunking, that's totally fine for the Texans. Just don't let him beat you deep. That's really what it comes down to. Don't let him beat you deep, like Cooper did in the last game. I know, everyone's a problem. Peterson's a problem, coaching staff's a problem, GM's a problem, ownership's a problem, everything's a problem right now. No, I'm in the fire Peterson camp. I'm in the fire Doug Peterson camp. I'm right there with you. Flacco fires if that's dropped by Njoku. Nothing happening right now for the Browns offensively. 99.4% win probability, not as bad as I thought. And that sounds about right. Sounds about right. You know, we've seen some crazy comebacks before. We've seen 28-3 in the same stadium. We've seen 38-14 Giants-Niners. But 99.4 sounds about right. I can't remember any playoff game in Houston where a team came back from a 24-plus point deficit in the third quarter. Neither can I. Frank Reich is warming up. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. 3rd and 7. Flacco takes a snap. They send for Flacco over the middle. Wide open. Caught by Njoku. Makes up for that at the 45-yard line. First down. Gain of 17 on the play. Again, dinner all good. Thank you for tuning in, Barbara. I'll see you tonight for the Peacock game. What's for dinner tonight? I have no clue. Probably pizza. Probably just get pizza. How good the Texans be if they had Clowney on defense right now? They'd be pretty good. They'd be pretty good. Even better than they are right now. Granted, Clowney just had a resurgence, so I get why he's not on there anymore. I mean, he didn't do anything in Tennessee last year. He really didn't. He just had a random resurgence in Baltimore. He probably might come back, not comeback player, the most improved player of the year. Just a complete resurgence there that no one saw coming. Curl route and Njoku gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Chiefs receivers, it's Rashee Rice, and that's about it. 2nd and 7. Flacco, sideline, low throw, incomplete. Marquise Goodwin, his first target of the day. 3rd and 7. Make a pizza? No. It depends. If I do overtime, probably just order Papa John's. I don't really do lunch. I just do 2 meals. I don't do 3 meals. I do 2. As we have an injured Brown on the field. James Hudson, the tackle, walking off pitch injuredly. I don't know if he does. Oh wait, so it's Wisconsin High School. Okay, so I read that comment. And thank you so much for the love on that video. Yeah, that's crazy format of punishing success. I didn't see the format though. Higher seeded home game for first 2 rounds. In the second round, if the lower seeded team didn't have a home game in the first round, the lower seeded team got the home game. That's a crazy rule. That punishes success. That makes no sense. So you actually are incentivized to have a lower seed. Over time, we might. I'll see. See how my voice is feeling. Probably. We'll see. 3rd and 7. Flacco hit as he throws in the middle. What a catch there by Harrison Bryant, the tight end, down to the 40. I was originally going to say no because I was like, okay, I got to get up, not early tomorrow, but I got to get up a bit on the earlier side just because we have 3 games and I want to save my voice and whatnot. But now there is no 1 o'clock game tomorrow, so no 11 o'clock game really. I don't have to get up that early. So we might do overtime. We'll see. It's up in the air. First down at the 41-yard line. Flacco, they send 4. Flacco, screen pass ball caught by Ford. Ford Looking for some blockers down in front. He won't get any. Down to the 37-yard line. Texans done a very good job making open field tackles. It is Blake Cashman on the stop. A very good job making open field tackles today. Browns really have not broken a lot of tackles. No, Clowney and Watt were a phenomenal pair in Houston. They're one of the best pairs in football. Second down, Flacco has time. Deep shot. End zone! Almost intercepted again! Jalen Patriot, the ball went right through his hands! It's obviously 4-down territory here. And again, remember, with Riley Patterson at kicker, you can't really kick a field goal from 54, 55 yards out. That should have been the third pick. Petrie just mistimed the jump. He just mistimed the jump. He just mistimed the jump. That's all it was. Just mistimed the jump. 3rd and 6. Ball to 37. 4 wide, 2 on the far side, 2 on the near side. And clearly 4-down territory from this point on. They send 4. Flacco. Over the middle. Dropped. Maybe broken up on the play. Harrison Bryant, the intended target. Derek Stingley on the coverage. Now again. Usually in this spot, you could kick the field goal, granted, make a 3-score game. But 55-yard field goal, you could do it. Problem is that Riley Patterson has no leg. And I talked about this in my pregame video. I talked about this many times. Riley Patterson has the weakest leg in football. He cannot reach from 55. You can't try a field goal here. I know a field goal would make it a 21-point game and make it a 3-score game still. Wouldn't change anything, so you have to go for it. So if you had any other kicker, you probably could think about a field goal here. But you can't. You just can't. 4th and 6. This might be the ball game. Hunt in the backfield. 4 wide, 3 on the far side, 1 on the near side. Texans send 5. Flacco. Pressure. He's going to go down for the 3rd time today. It's Christian Harris. A pick 6 on the last drive. A sack there. And the Texans destroying the Browns right now. I think we can turn out the lights in this one. This party is over. Christian Harris, have yourself a day. 38-14. This game was a good one at the start, and then the Texans just pull it away. It's a 14-10 contest since the Texans 28 unanswered, defensively putting on a clinic. And barring anything crazy, they were 16 and a half minutes away from making it to the divisional round for the first time since 2019. And for the 6th time in franchise history, they have never made it to the conference championship. Now, why kick the field goal down by 3 touchdowns? Field goal makes it 3 touchdowns without needing 2-point conversions. Riley Patterson can't reach. That's the problem. Riley Patterson cannot reach from 55. He has a weak leg. He has no leg strength whatsoever. That's why. If you had any other kicker, you could consider it. Any other kicker, you could consider it. Again, 3-score game, make it a 3-score game. I'm not crazy about, but I get the idea. Problem is that Riley Patterson has no leg. Just tweeting something out. If you want a really cool video, the Bills just posted a video of what their stadium looks like. Oh my goodness. Oh, I wish there was a game tonight. I know you can't do it, but oh man, this would be fun to watch. Be terrible to be at, but it'd be fun to watch. If you want to see the video, go check it out. Just tweet it out. This should have been Peacock exclusive game? Yeah. And later tonight, Peacock. Dolphins, Chiefs, I'll be calling that game because I do have Peacock. I do have Peacock. I saw the video. Yep, great minds think alike. We got 120 people on the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Be sure you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss one of the action. We put out a big video today, 15-minute documentary about the Chargers-Colts game from 1995 and how that game took place on Sunday at 4 o'clock in the marquee window. Go check that out if you haven't already. Maybe in between these games. First down at midfield. CJ Stroud. Is this the final drive of the game for Stroud? Maybe. We'll see. Slant route. Nico Collins. Touchdown to 38-yard line. First down, gain of 12. Like, honestly, this might be the final drive for CJ Stroud. It's not a knock on him by any means. It's the fact that you might be up by 4 scores in the fourth quarter. You might not want to risk anything. Texans are not a team I want to play in the divisional. Nope. The worst thing to play is a QB with confidence. As long as we have proper snow attire, we can play tackle football in the snow because of a softer landing. That is awesome. Yeah, we had indoor recess. And ours was the 2000s, so it was like pretty similar. We had indoor recess in the snow. Down to the 34-yard line, 2nd and 4. The best was when it was snowing, indoor recess. Oh, the floor hockey games were... Oh, what were those called? It was the wooden hockey games. Oh, those got intense. Those got intense for indoor recess. I mean, I loved outdoor recess better because you have the... Like, you got to play football. I played a lot, but... Indoor recess... It was like a mad scramble to get on those wooden hockey boards. It's crazy. A peacock is a pet? No. No, peacock is not a pet. It's a wild animal. Hutchinson in motion. Handoff goes to Singletary. Bottled up at the 34-yard line. I'll take a stand in the other quarter. 3rd and 4. If you know the wooden hockey game I'm talking about, I can't be the only one that's done it. All right. I guess I'll put the poll in there just because I always do. If this was 2020, would they play the Bills game tomorrow? That's a good question. Problem is if they still had fans in 2020. The Bills still had fans for the playoffs. They had 7,500 fans show up. Probably not. Probably not. Afternoon playoff game exclusively on Peacock? I don't think anything would change. I don't know how that would change anything. Are the helmets in the background in-person audios, or do I buy the TriStar stuff from a shop? That's a good question. So, some of these are I mean, they're all, so some of these are not autographed. So, Super Bowl helmets are not autographed. This, not autographed. That Chief back there, this Brown, there's one Texan, I think it's that one that's not autographed. And there's another Brown that's not, or Dolphin, this one's not autographed. But yeah, I could do eBay, I do eBay, TriStar, stuff like that for that. Authentic shops. In person, there are a few, but not that I've gotten, like, not behind me. I've got a few, like Nate Burleson I got in person. I've got some Jaguar ones in person. But, like, I got Tony Baselli in person, which was awesome. In terms of this Mercury Morris, Jan Stenerud, I got those at, like, an NFL, at, like, the NFL Experience. At the Super Bowl Experience this past February. So I got those there. Other stuff I got on eBay. I got Reggie Rucker for the Browns. Did a very popular video on him. One of the biggest videos on the channel I did Reggie Rucker. We got Dante LaVelli, the Hall of Famer. I got Philip Wheeler. I got Mercury Morris. I got Stenerud. I got Dwight Stevenson. I got Romeo Crennel back there. We got Don Cockroft with a single bar face mask, the legendary Browns kicker. Got him. Should the draft order be set by regular season record and not have the playoffs determine the final 14 spots? No, I like how it is now. It used to be where regular season record determined everything, and then 31 and 32 were the Super Bowl teams. I like it as it is now. I think it seems ridiculous that you could have like a great record, 11 and 5, miss the playoffs, and have like the 27th pick, and then you can make the playoffs and have like the 12th pick. I think this is the right format. I think it's the right format. I know the song's sad. Yep, Reggie Rucker. Great play for Immaculate Grid for, like, Patriots and Cowboys. Daniel Johnson for 1 month now. Thank you so much. Jersey prices are outrageous. As a Packers fan, I went to get a new jersey every 15 years, so that helps. Yes. A lot different than being a Browns fan, where it's like every single year. A lot different than being a Browns fan. 3rd and 4, balls at the 34. Wait, did they just say they're doing the skills show for the Pro Bowl on February 1st at 7? But why? NFL Honors is at 8 on a different network. Therefore, slant route ball is caught at the 22-yard line. Catch there made by Robert Woods, his first grab of the day. Gain of 12, first down. Again, any points here make it a 4-score game. At that point, you might bench Stroud. For Cleveland, it looks like their season will come to an end. A great season nonetheless. 11 wins, started 5 quarterbacks. No team has started 5 quarterbacks and made the playoffs. Have the success that they've had. The fact they got here is a heck of an accomplishment considering all the injuries they've dealt with. Playoff game starts at 8. But it looks like it's going to be the end of the road, and the Houston Texans, going from one of the worst teams in football, would have been the worst team in the NFL in 2022 had it not been for a Hail Mary. The Hail Mary saved them from being the worst team in football. And how did that change the trajectory of everything? If they got that number 1 pick, who knows if they took Stroud or Young? Who knows who they would have taken there? Texans win the division against all odds. They go on the road, beat Indy on the final day of the season. They do this against Cleveland. This will be their 6th playoff win in franchise history. Why Stroud still in? I mean, it's still a 3-score game. 4 scores, you take him out. 4 scores, you take him out. They'll just hand the ball off, kill clock, make it 41-14, and then you take Stroud out if it's still a 4-score game. Handoff, it goes Singletary. Singletary's got the first down. They're not thinking 3, they're thinking 6. Singletary, touchdown, Texans! This is a rout! This is an absolute rout. The Houston Texans, franchise record for most points scored in a playoff game. They are destroying the Browns. And now it's officially over. The Houston Texans we thought we were going to get a really close competitive shootout. It's been anything but that. Did he jump that? I mean, yeah, there's offside on the play. Offside on the play. I was going to say he was a mile offside. Extra point was still good. I think they're going to decline this penalty. Make it 45-14. Offside on the defense. I think you go for 2 here. I don't think you risk anything. So the Texans up by 4 scores with 13 minutes left. This one, just about over. Cleveland left the defensive locker room at halftime. Sure seems that way. Daniel Johnson to listen to Bad Day by Daniel Powder for Flacco. I do love that song. I do love that song. The American Idol theme for a long, long time when they got eliminated. Great song. Number 1 song of what, 2006, I think it was? Yeah, I think number 1 song of 2006, according to Billboard. The Cleveland Browns, their 2nd playoff appearance in the last 2 decades. And they will have to end the season on a really sour note. The Browns only 1 playoff win in the last 30 years. Obviously, 3 years they weren't a team, from 96 to 98. Texans will go to the divisional round. If the seeds hold, it will be a date against Baltimore. If either the 6-seeded Dolphins or the 7-seeded Steelers, if the 6-seeded Steelers win and the Chiefs win, or 7-seed Steelers and the Chiefs win at the 2 seed, it's Texans-Chiefs, rematch of 2019. If the Texans and the Steelers, or not Texans, if the Dolphins and the Steelers win, you got Texans-Dolphins. It will be a shocking playoff game. The seeds hold, Texans-Ravens. Hit the stretch goal and I could be a jerk where make the jersey have a merch shop. Has to be an NFL jersey. Has to be an NFL jersey. That's the one catch. Has to be an NFL jersey. Oh, I forgot to change the thing. Worst NFL prank. Ooh. You know, I'm terrified of the Texans for the next decade. Yeah, we're screwed. Jags are screwed. Worst NFL prank? Oh, there have been some bad pranks in the NFL. The worst one. Oh, man. The worst prank? What did I do for the worst prank? I did a video on like how Sam Weish pranked a Tampa news station on April Fool's Day. That was like a harmless prank. There's probably been some like fake death prank or something. I don't think anyone could beat the Texans right now. Might be legitimately getting 2021 Bengals. I don't know about that. They're playing lights out. Don't get me wrong. They're playing lights out. But this was a team that did lose to Carolina earlier this season. A healthy team that lost to Carolina this season. So it could happen. It could happen. Like the 08 Cardinals? I mean, Cardinals had a veteran QB. Mike Sarzo getting us over the hump with 5 gifted memberships. We hit that stretch goal, folks. We hit that stretch goal. We hit that stretch goal. Who's got the memberships? CMD3. Big Tiger. Anthony Rivera. Golden Steel Man with a plan. As members, get a lot of cool perks cleared everything. Adventure members only Q&A streams, ability to participate in those, and you get green text next to your name, and you can use emojis throughout the chat. Thank you so much, guys. Really, thank you, Mike Sarzo, again for your generosity. Always appreciate it. And that means the highest order by the end of the stream is that handoff gain of 3. Highest order by the end of the stream, whatever team you want me to wear. Now, I can't promise a specific player, but I can promise you a team. And I can promise you an era. So if you want me to wear like a throwback of a certain era, I can do that. I can't promise a specific player, but I can do a team. Does it surprise me that Tony Khan is getting the clown reference from AEW like his father did 2 years ago? No, the cons are, I have a love-hate relationship with the cons. I get it. Love this job. Thank you so much, Mike Stars. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your generosity. It's people like you that make it so possible. Thank you so much. Handoff. This one goes up in the middle of the 4 down to the 31. They're not even thinking about... They're killing clock at this point. They know this one's over. They're waving the white flag. They're huddling. They're not trying to move down the field. They're down by 4 scores with 13 minutes left. This one's over, and they know it. By the end of this game, are Dolphins-Chiefs. By the end of this game. Not Dolphins-Chiefs. By the end of this game. Everything resets after this game. Everything resets back to 0 after this game. Right now, Scorpion's the leading donor with $146, which is crazy. Scorpion Texans fan, though, so feeling pretty good. Flacco avoids a sack. He's got legs. He knows how to use them down to the 39-yard line. Joe Flacco turning back the clock a solid 20 years. Hasn't run like that since high school, probably. This is days at Delaware. First down, the 39-yard line. Oh, yeah, I'm so familiar with Tony Khan's Twitter BS. Oh, yeah, he got into a feud with Ngakoue. He was like Twitter spatting with Ngakoue. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so familiar with Tony Khan's Twitter BS. I'm a Fulham fan, too. He's gotten into fights with Fulham fans. Yeah, no, the Khans are... I don't know what to make of the Khans. I really don't. They have good intentions. They're not bad people, but I don't think they know how to run a team. 2nd and 13. Like, we could do worse as owners. We could have worse owners. Like, they're not bad people. They're good businessmen. They have the intentions of the team in heart, but they're not the best owners. They're really not. Flacco retire now? I'm not sure. I think he'll probably come back for one more year. But we'll see. He might go through camp and be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Because camp, a lot of veterans don't like camp. 2nd and 12, and the flat ball is caught down at the 44-yard line. Catch there made by Elijah Moore. It's had a pretty quiet day so far. Moore to quiet outing last time it seems at 2 catches, 19 yards. Very quiet outing here. Cooper quiet outing. Really quiet outing for anyone not named a tight end. If you're not a tight end, or name David Bell, because he's got a lot of catches. Granted, not a lot of yards, but Browns offense has been held in check. Good intentions, not great management is AEW in wrestling, so it checks out. Yep. Fulham, same way. Jaguars, same way. Jags, yeah, we're going to be in hell next year. Oh, I agree. We're going to be a 5-win team next year. I really have no faith in this team. With Doug Pearson as the head coach, and with Trent Baalke as GM, I have no faith in this team. Flacco gets rid of it, dumps it off to Hunt. Hunt's down to the 46-yard line. Still short of the 6, going to be a 4th and 3. Trust me, I have no faith in the Jaguars next year. With this ownership, this GM, this head coach, we're going to be a 5-win team. We're going to be the worst team in the... I don't know about the worst team in the AFC South because Vrabel's no longer there. And Vrabel was going to be better than us. But I have no faith in this team. I really don't. Might surprise everyone. We're going to surprise everyone with how much we suck. That's what will surprise people. We're going to be a 5-win team. I'm telling you. I've seen it before. I'm telling you. Especially when we get Wink Martindale as defensive coordinator. God help me. God help me if Wink Martindale becomes our DC. Like, he's rumored to be interviewing. They go for on 4th and 3 near midfield. They send for Flacco. Pressure. Escapes sack from home. Fires. Dropped on the play. It's been that kind of day. David Njoku, 2 drops for him. And the Texans take over with 9:22 left. Will Stroud come back out there? That's really the only question that's left. Is Stroud coming back out there? No, Lawrence is the least of our problems. We had guys that were running wrong routes, guys dropping passes. We had an offensive line that was the worst in football. It was terrible on the interior. Trevor was playing hurt. Trevor's the least of our problems. At this point, the only question is CJ Stroud coming back in? You're up by 31 points. You're up by 4 scores. There is no reason to put Stroud back in there, unless you're just going to hand the ball off. If Texans scored 50, not in a playoff game. Not in a playoff game. Again, after this... Well, the Colts I'm still not sold on, just because Anthony Richardson, I don't know. Because again, Minshew's not going to be back next year. He'll go somewhere he could start. Richardson, I don't know what they have in Richardson. I really don't. Because he gets hurt a lot. And it was okay, but nothing world-beating like Stroud was. I don't know with the Colts. Texans I'm scared of. As long as Trevor's there, I don't see him winning any less than 7 games. I mean, we've only won 9 the past 2 years. Like, less than 7, I mean. It's not a lot of margin for that. Somehow BS their way to 9 wins Tomlin's out. Look, I would have no problem with that. Look, I have no problem with mediocrity. I have no problem with just being like the Steelers, being like 9 and 8, 10 and 7 every year. I have no problem with that. I really don't. Because I know what it's like to be 3-win team every year. It's not fun. International matchups, predictions next year. Panthers, my guess is Panthers-Falcons. The reason being, there are 5 teams with territorial rights in Germany. Falcons are one of them, and they've not played a game in Germany yet. The Chiefs have played one. The Patriots have played one. And the Panthers have played one this year. And the Buccaneers have played one already. So my guess is the Falcons-Panthers will be a Germany game. Jaguars probably play the Vikings. No, wait, no. Jags played the Bears, have a home game in London. Probably do Jaguars-Bears. Do one home, one on the road like they did this year. Probably test it out. Jaguars-Bears. Jaguars play the... Who do we play next year? We have the AFC East next year. At home, we play New England, and we play the Jets. Maybe the Jets? Yeah, I can see Jaguars, Jets, Jaguars, Bears, Vikings. I don't know who they're going to play. New quarterback in. CJ Stroud is done. So, Texans putting in the backup, and that is going to be Davis Mills. I think if you give people no context whatsoever, no context at all, and you said the Texans will be playing a playoff game, hosting a playoff game in 2023, and Davis Mills would be playing this in the fourth quarter, I think people would look at you with 5 heads. They're like, Del Rio? No. God, no. No, he collapsed every year down the stretch. He was a bad coach. He's just not a good person either. Like, he denies that the thing happened. You can't deny that it happened. Yes, Stroud benched. That's one way of looking at it. Pierce, get the handoff, nothing going there. 3rd and 9. Utah Blackledge, yeah, uneventful career for sure. Big time bust. Big time bust. Part of that 83 draft class. Really the worst QB of that class. Jags play the Rams and we don't play the Rams. We play them in 2025. We don't play the Rams. You know, I can't take Tony Khan seriously when he speaks. Texans play the Ravens? It depends. If the seeds hold, if Buffalo wins and Kansas City wins, it would be Texans-Ravens. If Buffalo wins and Miami wins, it's Texans-Bills. John Mitchie on the grab. Down to the 38-yard line. See if they go for it here. See if they go for it. It's 4th and short. You're in no man's land. If the Texans win, or Texans are going to win. If the Chiefs win and the Steelers win, it's Chiefs-Texans. If Texans, Dolphins, and Chiefs... Wait, hang on. I'm confused myself. The Texans could play Miami. If Miami wins and Pittsburgh wins. If all the seats hold, they play the Ravens. If one of the two home teams win, they play that team. If both of them win, they play the Ravens. If neither of them win, they host the Dolphins. They'll take it down, 4th and 3, 7:04 left. Flag on the play, delay of game, so they're going to punt this one away. Based on the Texans' opponents next season, Sunday Night Football. What am I thinking? I'm thinking 2 games. I'm thinking 2 games for Sunday Night Football. I'm going to say you play the Cowboys. I think Texans-Cowboys, the Texas matchup, I like that. I like that a lot for Sunday night. Maybe Texans-Lions, too. I like those. Texans-Packers, you could do that, but you do want a home game. You do want a home game. You could do Texans-Cowboys Thanksgiving. I don't think they will, but you could do it. Punt, bounce to Johnson, 5 into the end zone touchback. One of the rare gaffes today. That of 23 yards. Browns go over at the 20-yard line. 7 minutes left. Down by 31. Yeah, I'm going to say 2 Sunday night games, and I will say... I'm going to say the Cowboys, and I'm going to say the Lions. Now, that is contingent on, again, Texans-Ravens. They play each other next year. If Texans-Ravens play in the playoffs and it's a good game, that'll be a Sunday night game. Can't wait for every Seahawks loss next year to be followed. This is what happens as if spinning your wheels wasn't getting us anywhere. Yeah. No, Carroll was not a good coach this year. Carroll made some really weird decisions. The Steeler game was just coaching malpractice, one of the worst games for any coach this season. It was time. Look, it was time. Jags, Texans, Monday Night Football. I could see that. I think the Jags get 2 primetime games, one Thursday, one Monday. I don't think it's going to be a Sunday night game. Jags get no Sundays. Cowboys, Giants, annual Sunday night requirement, as is tradition. It's probably week 1. As is tradition. Might as well wear the Eagles jersey. I will do that. Yep. Unless anyone donates like $150 in the next 5 minutes. Blackledge, I mean, he wasn't that good of a quarterback, but he also, receiver-wise, there was no one on that team. He had no help around him. Should they have done one NFC game today instead of all AFC? I have no problem with how they did it. Nothing about this surprises me. I guess I'm surprised Rams-Lions wasn't tonight instead of Sunday night, but I have no problem with how they're doing it. I hate it when it's Thanksgiving or Christmas and you have 3 games on and they all mean nothing. For regular season, they're all in one conference. But for playoffs, that's not really a big deal. Did Perna do a double curse with Browns and Packers? I mean, he cursed the Jags to oblivion, so yeah. His wheel is inevitable. New England next season. I'm not crazy about your coach. I don't know what the quarterback situation is going to be like. They're probably a bottom 5 team in football. I don't know. Mayo, again, is no experience. I'm not crazy about the hire. I think they're a bottom 5 team. Again, it could change with the quarterback situation, because I have no clue what's going to happen to quarterback. If we get Drake May, if we get a veteran, I have no clue, but you can't stick with the process as it is. You just can't. Again, if we hit 500 for whatever reason, I'll edit a video live on the air after the end of the game between the Chiefs and Dolphins. I don't know what video that's going to be, but I'll edit a video live on the air. A Friday night playoff game for the NFL? No, Friday night is not good for ratings. Friday night people go out. Also, people are coming back from work. It's not a good night for ratings. They avoid Friday nights for reasons. You're the first person I've heard not be crazy about Mayo. I mean, he's got 3 years of experience coaching. They didn't go through the process at all. They just had a succession plan right away. Thrown out, loss of 3, I should say. Thrown out there by D'Angelo Ross. At that point in the game, Ross only has 8 tackles this season. We're at the point Texas just throwing in the backups. Look, Mayo, it's very rare for a coach to be good right off the bat when they have no experience as an offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator or special teams coach. Mayo's got 3 years of experience. That's it. Now, granted, I've been wrong about not having experience before. I've been wrong about that. Mike Vrabel, I said was a terrible hire. 1 year as a defensive coordinator, very few years of coaching experience, and that 1 year, he had the worst defense in football. And sure enough, that was a very good hire. Hunt, down to the 33-yard line. So I could be wrong, but I'm not crazy about Mayo. I don't know, it just left a sour taste in my mouth as I went through the process. Joshua Rayborn with a tour. Rooney Rule has always been a farce. Remember the line? Yeah, the Mariucci hire. Oh, yeah. Although Rooney Rule came into place in, 2003? And Mariucci was that same year, so that was a bit different. But yeah, if the whole point is to get people in the door and have them develop interview skills and whatnot, then why are we getting rid of, and why can you circumvent the process? It doesn't make sense. It bypasses the whole intent. 2nd and 10 now. Doomsday with a tour. What happened? Yeah, I don't know. Flacco turned into a pumpkin. The Texans defense has played lights out again. A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. Texans, they're running the ball at will. They're averaging like 5 yards a carry before they benched everyone. CJ Stroud has plenty of time to throw. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. This is where the Browns are just trying to get out of there unscathed. Not that injuries really matter, but starting to get out of there unscathed. Third down. Texas jersey? So the thing with the Texans jersey, if we hit 250, one of the stretch goals is if we hit $250, I wear whatever jersey you want me to on the air for the next stream. So whoever the highest donor was, Scorpion was the highest donor for the last stream. Texans fans, so have me wear a Texans jersey. That's why. Trust me, I don't wear this besides what Scorpion says. Third down, comeback route, caught by Bell. Gain of 11, first down. If the Texans play like this, oh yeah, they can beat every team left. If the Texans play like this, they can beat any team in football. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. So that's why. It has nothing to do with me being a Texas fan or anything like that. It's the stretch goal. So we hit 250, so I'm wearing a Joe Montana jersey for the next stream with the Chiefs. There's another jersey I'm wearing, depending on what Scorpion wants, which, unless anything crazy happens donation-wise, which will be an Eagles blue throwback jersey. I like your video about Christmas NFL games in the 70s. Thank you so much. Why was it okay for the NBA to play on Christmas but not the NFL? That's a good question. I think there's a few reasons. Number one, the NBA always played on Christmas. They played on it the very first year they were existing in the 40s. So it was a tradition of sorts. NFL, you're messing with tradition. It's never happened before. They've avoided the holiday in the past. Number two, and the big one, NBA is a regular season game. The NFL is a playoff game. The NFL... Also, NBA was not that big back then. NBA was not that big. People didn't really care about the NBA. Tape delay games not really on national TV, with very few exceptions. NFL was very different. NFL playoff game, people would stop their day. People would focus on that. People would miss dinner and whatnot. You also remember, like the Knicks, they play every year Christmas at noon. But noon, no one's really having Christmas lunch. You're back by the time the game's over. And it's like a heavy, like the Knicks were really the one that did Christmas games, and that's a big Jewish community. NFL's a bit different. NFL, you're doing it for the first time during the playoffs, where it's like win or go home, big stakes. You're gonna mess up people's steerings for that. Yeah, that's a bit different. Did they say it right? Blasphemous. Yep. First down, the handoff. It goes to Ford. Ford bottled up at the 42-yard line. At this point, there's nothing really to talk about with this game. Browns are just running out the clock. 3 minutes left. And there you see, Taylor Swift is there in attendance, all bundled up for that Chiefs-Dolphins game in freezing cold weather, below zero wind chill. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal, but it's going to be maybe a fun game. Last time these teams met in Germany, Chiefs won by 7. We'll see what happens here, although Dolphins absolutely decimated at linebacker. And the flat ball is caught by Harrison Bryant. Bryant down to the 38-yard line. 3rd and 7. I'm sure Tony Dungy is really happy about that shot that NBC just showed. Will Bill Stewart's happen? Yeah, it's taking place Monday. It's taking place Monday, Martin Luther King Day. Now, the interesting thing is what would happen if Monday was not Martin Luther King Day. I don't know what they would do. I don't know what they would do. They might have moved Lions-Rams earlier in the day and moved Bills Steelers to later in the night. I don't know what they would have done. 3rd and 7. They get it off before the 2-minute warning. Ford tries to bounce outside. Now cut up the middle. Now bounces again outside and down at the 38-yard line. 1:58 left. 4th and 7. Is Stefanski fired? What are you talking about? No, Stefanski made the playoffs with 5 quarterbacks. Stefanski made the playoffs with 5 quarterbacks. That's unheard of. To make it with 5 quarterbacks. He's not fired. He's going to win Coach of the Year. It's either him or D'Amico. He's going to be either 1st or 2nd. No, Stefanski coached his butt off to get in this spot. Stefanski coached his butt off. He's not getting fired. He's one of the safest coaches in the country right now. There's no chance he gets fired. I will bet an insane amount of money that he will not get fired. I will bet an insane amount of money. Just wear the Texans jersey every time they play in the playoffs. I'll be happy. Hope an Eagles win. You get the alt jersey in time for the divisional round they play. Okay. We'll see. Yeah, and Chubb, yeah. You have 5 quarterbacks. A way too early prediction for game 272. Ooh, okay, way too early. Way too early. Jets Bills. Jets Bills. Way too early. Jets Bills. No. Screw it. Eagles Cowboys. We're gonna go Eagles Cowboys. Eagles Cowboys. For the NFC East. Eagles Cowboys. Probably 2 teams at like 10-6 or whatever, 11-5. Yeah, thank you so much for the stream. Again, after this, we got the Chiefs-Dolphins game on Peacock. Again, that is a Peacock exclusive. I'll be streaming that game. Obviously can't show it, but I will be streaming the game. We're doing live play color commentary on it. We're doing all the playoff games. Every playoff game this year we are doing except for the Super Bowl. Super Bowl, enjoy that with your friends and your family. Enjoy that at parties and whatnot. I'm not doing the Super Bowl. I'm going to be hanging out with friends, watching the game, throwing a party. My dad visited during the last 2 weeks of the season. Hasn't watched the NFL in 20 years. Imagine explaining red zone, non-sudden death OT, automatic reviews, and everything else similar. Wow. Whew. That's crazy. Well, I remember Super Bowl 48. Imagine explaining the safety rule to people on the first play of the game that never watch football besides the Super Bowl. Crazy. Why pay $6 to watch one game on Peacock when you can tune into the radio for free? Well, radio you can't see. How many people will say show your screen during the Chiefs-Dolphins game? I don't know. We'll see. If I show the game on stream for a split second probably be okay, but obviously you don't want to take that chance. For a split second, it wouldn't get detected. But obviously we're not doing that. 4th and 6. Flacco, down he goes yet again for the 4th time today. Brought down there. And it's Barnett. Who else? Derek Barnett. 2 sacks and a QB hit that forced a pick 6. A resurgence there. Derek Barnett making other teams that pass on him in waivers look silly. One addition he has been in this game. Also went on the sack there. Kurt Hinish. Who went on this game with just half a sack. The backup's in. And at this point, the Texans will just take a knee and get out of here. For the 5th time in franchise history, the Texans win a playoff game. As Davis Mills just going to take a knee. They go to the divisional round. And opponents still yet to be determined. But the Texans, who would have thought, after last season, the worst team in football before a Hail Mary, 0-2 start to the season, they are in the divisional round in convincing fashion. They blow out the Cleveland Browns by a score of 49-14. Does this kill Flacco's bid for comeback player of the year? No, the awards are voted on before the regular season's over. So nothing happens here. Like D'Amico Ryans, if it was between Ryans and Stefanski, this game changes nothing. It depends on, because it's before the regular season ends. It depends on that. Depends on that. Credit to the Texans. Their defense played lights out. Shocking result. Especially with how this game started. 35 unanswered. Again, the Texans, if the Chiefs and the Bills lose, they host another game. They host a divisional round game for the first time ever. If both those teams, if Chiefs and Bills both win, they have the Ravens. If one of those teams wins and the other one loses, they play that team. Is Flacco done? I don't know. I think he'll give it a shot to come back for one more year. And with that, the game is over. The Houston Texans officially win 45-14. I'm going to sign off here. I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. We're going to do game number 2 of the night. It's the Peacock game. It's the Dolphins against the Chiefs. I'll see you guys in just a bit. JG9 signing off. Thank you for the love and support. I'll see you guys in 30 minutes.